It's the SiriusXM Town Hall with Chris Pratt and the cast of the Terminal List Dark Wolf. Here's your host, Sam Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Sam Roberts Show, SiriusXM Town Hall for the Terminal List Dark Wolf, which premieres on Prime Video August 27th. And we are lucky to have basically the entire cast here with us to break this show down. Let's give it up for Tom Hopper, Luke Hemsworth, Dar Salim, Robert Wisdom, Taylor Kitsch, Shiraz Safadi, and Chris Pratt.
Wow. What a cast. What a cast.
I would like to say the only reason I was reading the names is because there's 7 of you. It's not a it's a very impersonal thing to do when you're introducing people, but there's a lot of you here, and I appreciate the fact that you're all here, so welcome. Is it for you all to get together and do press like this for the show that's actually coming out, for a show that you all worked so hard on, I'm assuming months and months ago, to come back together now and kind of be together as we're all about to get to see it? Is it a cool thing?
It's pulling teeth, to be honest. This is terrible. we didn't get along.
Here we go.
We can't be in the same room for more than 10 minutes. Yeah. No, honestly, I've been looking forward to this. One, because we're really proud of the show, and it turned out even better than expected, to be honest, in a great way. And we had a blast. And there's like real camaraderie.
Yeah.
And we talk to each other offset and hang out. One of us is getting married soon. Yeah, there it is. So it's like genuinely, that kind of stuff. And these relationships are going to last, So it's been an amazing experience. I wish I could give you like crazy war stories of me and Hop just fucking hating each other. But we played padel against each other, and it's just go-karting to Shiraz rear-ending me on the go-kart track and almost putting me over the tires.
It was not much dry. It's mainly just who can we smash into next.
Don't paint yourself out to be the victim there.
I was absolutely a predator. I know.
I mean, I was relieved when I walked into the room before and I actually saw you all talking to each other and seeming to have a good time together. When you're doing a show that's this, like, there's a lot of action but a lot of heaviness to everything that's going on, because part of it is that, of course, it's this action show based around military, but it's a kind of hyper-realistic display of military, and with that comes a lot of that weight. When you're not shooting, do you find stuff like that, go-karting or whatever it is, to kind of ease the tension of what is going on in these scenes?
I think, it's a big thing about this show is representing this community, right? This military community, and particularly the Navy SEALs. And what I love so much about that community is the brotherhood, right? It's who they are as a team and how they work together, and looking after your fellow man, and what it means to have that brotherhood, to have that community. And what I love about what happened on our set is we kind of created our own brotherhood, sisterhood as well. I'm going to forget. And I think when you go and do those things together, it brings you closer and closer and closer. And I think that's so important for the on-set chemistry, for what we do on screen. It should transition over, right? And I think the closer and closer we got as we went through the show, I think those scenes became stronger as well. I know, like, for the stuff that me and Kitsch did together, the bond that we got offset, we knew what we had to bring every time we were on screen together and doing a scene together, and what we had to bring every time we put those words on screen. So I think, I think all those activities, they just build that friendship.
Yeah. And I mean, The Terminal List was such a popular show when it came out. At what point was the idea floated that, okay, for the next season, we're going to do a prequel? Because, I mean, this can go one of two ways, as all prequels do, right, especially based on the fact that this one didn't have source material. This one didn't have a novel to go off of. It was, we're going to create an original story specifically for television.
Well, yes, it didn't. There's not a Dark Wolf book in Jack Carr's Terminalist series. He's now done, I think, 6 or 7 books, and New York Times best-selling author. He's really found an amazing audience with the novels. Adapted the first novel into the first series, and during the course of that, and it's tough because I really want people to, if they haven't seen Terminalist, watch the Terminalist. So I'm moving into spoiler territory here, but the character of Ben Edwards is shot at the end of season 1, and he's a huge fan favorite. We loved working together, and it was like, damn it, like we had a great camaraderie, and we thought that's like too bad because you find that kind of gold in a relationship and you want to explore it further. And so we were, the first season we were waiting to see how it was going to do and whether the numbers were going to be well. And, by the grace of God, it was like a very well-received show and it did very well for the network. And so we knew that there would be another season. And so if you go to the second book, Terminalist, the second book is called True Believer. We're currently shooting season 2 of Terminalist, which is called True Believer. Now, in the book, which works very well in the narrative format, there are several flashbacks that introduce characters that are incredibly important to the second book, including Rafe Hastings, that's played by Tom Hopper. You've got Mofruk, played by Dar Salim, and I believe also Jules Landry. Those are the characters that are played by Luke Hemsworth here. And those are characters that are really pivotal and instrumental through the entire second novel. And so we kind of were thinking about how could we take these two problems. It doesn't necessarily work in the visual format to do a bunch of flashbacks. It wasn't going to be like cut to me and Tom wearing JanSport backpacks and be like, hey, we're freshmen in college, bro. Like telling that whole story visually just kind of is, it works on the page in a novel, but it doesn't necessarily work in what we call, Cinevision. So that was a problem. How are we going to do these flashbacks? But also a problem, how can we bring Ben back? And so we took those two problems together in a solution, which was like, what if we introduce all of these characters in an organic way so audiences will know who they are so that they'll be prepped to come into the second season, and then also let Taylor shine in the way that he did and back it up 7 years so potentially we have real estate to do a few seasons leading up to what ultimately Ben Edwards becomes in the first season. So that's really how it all came together.
So it becomes the foundation for what can be several seasons as opposed to just...
Correct. It's a foundation for what can become several seasons, but it's also an opportunity for audiences to see the tone and almost the genre shift, because the first series is such a psychological thriller. You're inside the head of James Reese. It's an entire mystery. You don't always know who the bad guy is. There's these conflations. There's this unreliable narrator. It's in the darkness of his agony and his vengeance. And then the second book, and also Dark Wolf, opens up, as you'll see in the second episode of this series, Dark Wolf. It goes from sort of like Navy SEAL, tradecraft of war into spycraft, more international globe. You bring in the element of the Mossad, and you bring in the element of, global espionage, and you open it up to locations outside of California. It becomes a bigger global kind of globe-trotting spycraft type of thing. So the Dark Wolf genre is what you can be expecting. Like the notes that we hit, the tones that we hit, the way that it looks, the way that it's shot, it sets a tone that will then carry through into Terminalist season 2 and beyond.
Yeah, and I think too, as you're watching, you can see that it kind of feels like it's an expansive show in the sense that the universe is expanding.
Correct.
As you're watching, and you're right. I mean, as you're meeting these new characters, you're seeing like these are people that I want to follow. Taylor, when you found out that this was the route that things were going, and they're going to bring Ben back, were you skeptical, or were you like, hell yeah, this is something I want to do?
No, it wasn't the first scene. I think it was our third day working together in season 1. We're on the sailboat. Mm-hmm. And there's a line that Ben has that he says, man, I wish I missed the teams. And I think for me to explore what that really meant, of what it is to be kicked out and what you got to do to get kicked out and lose your trident, was something I definitely wanted to engage in. One, it's kind of... Also, just we got a good little family going, man. The Terminalist family has been, I feel, very spoiled. But it's great, man. It's collaborative. I've loved the character, the freedom to create Ben. Like our first meeting of like, are we going to do this together? They're just like all ears, and it's rare, So, and then I get a supporting fucking cast of these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm pumped to go to work, man. It's great, you know, and they push me and I push them. And I don't know. I think that's why the show has kind of taken on a life of its own. It's because we enjoy it. We enjoy pushing the envelope. We enjoy contributing to the community and holding on to the authenticity of not just the Warcraft part of it, but also these characters, of keeping them rooted. So all the above is why I was like, well, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting about the show, too, is that so many of you come from beloved shows, and so many of you have these characters that people attach to you, and you're all kind of completely departing from those and going like, yeah, that's the character, that's not who I am as an actor. I mean, Tom, you came in as a fan of Jack Carr, is that right?
Yeah, well, I'd listened to Jack on some podcasts and stuff, and so he'd been on like Joe Rogan a couple of times, so I'd listened to all those. So that's when I first came across his books, and I'd actually it was actually Savage Son which was his third book, that I came across first. So I kind of fell in love backwards. I kind of was like 3 books in, and then I went back to the first Terminal List. And that's when I watched the show with Chris and everything. And then, so when the call came through for this world, I was like pretty excited. You know, it's a world that I'm interested in. And it was also for me, you know, I'd done Umbrella Academy before, like you're talking about other shows, and that was a very different character for me. He was, you know, much more comical, and this military world is one that I'm very interested in because my whole family, I'm in a military background. You know, both my parents were in the RAF in the UK, and representing this community was very important to me, you know, as it is for the rest of these guys. So, and I think because they were doing it with such authenticity, it was extremely important. Yeah,
yeah, it's really cool. And I mean, you talk about being a fan and the fandom that this show has created and kind of continues to create. Like I said, I've been a fan of the stuff that you guys do, not only on this show, but what you've done before. You know, obviously, whether it's Guardians or Parks and Rec, whether it's Umbrella Academy. I literally have a 10-year-old dog named Lila Garrity.
I have a daughter named Lila, bro. So,
all right,
we're not competing over who's the biggest Friday Night Lights fan, but
I say all that to say I also spent some time growing up in England when I was a kid, and there was a show called Neighbours. But in England, everybody was obsessed with Neighbours. Huge in England. And I remember coming to the States as a kid, and like literally, I'm 10 years old, and I'm watching Neighbours every day. And I come to the States, and I go, "What do you mean you guys don't watch Neighbours?" And they're like, "What? First of all, who spells Neighbours like that? And second of all, what is this show?" I mean. For you, of course, as a Neighbours alum, can you kind of explain some of the?
It's like a rite of passage if you're an Australian actor, right?
That's right.
It's you got to go through Neighbours. You got to tread the boards. I played a character who was a steroid dealing footballer. Right? And my audition, I had to flex my bicep. And that's what got me the audition, I think. But I mean, look, iconic characters. This character that I get to play, Jules Landry, is a very small part of the book True Believer, but pivotal in terms of the narrative. And so going in, I was always like, you know, is there going to be enough to do? Like, what's the arc here? And it's been so fucking good to see what I get to do in Dark Wolf, and then to where we end up in this season that we're shooting still right now. It's so epic. And I take my hat off to you, like the day that I auditioned, you were there, and you were there, we were testing, and I was like, I have to be a part of this show. And they were like, we met the producers, and I was just like, there's something about the brotherhood already. And I was a fan of the show, but when you get to, we weren't in the room, but we were, you know, you're holding that moment with other great actors, and you go, this is the shit, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, it's such an honor, such a blessing, and to go from Neighbours and you know, little other roles and other TV shows to end up Jules Landry in this season is just, it's great. I'm stoked to be here.
And it really is remarkable. What was some of the training like that you guys all had to go through specifically for this season?
Anyone?
Yeah, so, well, we have to give a nod to our Navy SEAL boys. Jared Shaw, Ray Mendoza. Those guys. When I first got there to LA, where we started shooting Dark Wolf, they very quickly. The thing that got me most importantly was how friendly they were. They made me feel so welcome and comfortable. So to go into that training with those guys and to teach me how to do everything authentically, with the weaponry and how to really look like we know what we're doing, and to feel comfortable. They made me feel so comfortable with the weapons and stuff, and making me feel like how a Navy SEAL walks at different stages, where depending on what the threat level is, everything, all to do with mindset. And a big part of the training for me was this side of it. Up here, what are they thinking at any given moment? So the training was amazing.
But it's down to the minutia too.
Yeah, tiny things.
Who gets out of the car first? Where do you point your gun when you get out of the car? Right? Which who's bringing up the rear? It's and Jared Shaw, he's like a technician in all of the greater senses, and he will come up and he'll very quietly say, you shouldn't be on full auto. I'm like, come on. Because SEALs never go full auto. So we have these amazing people who are holding your hand the whole way, and I think the attraction is doing it justice for this community as well. Right? We want to be. You've always said that you want these guys who are part of this community to watch this and go, that's what we do. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Not to go, that's not real. That doesn't happen. Right?
And when you have a group of producers and actors on typical television shows, most of what they've learned of combat is from watching film and television.
That's right.
And so you're like, that's exactly how it would be. And then you watch someone who's been in it and they go, actually, I've been watching film and television for years, and I call bullshit on almost everything I see. It's just not how it goes. It's not how it would be. And so we rely on them, this EP team, and we call it the Trident. There's 3 Navy SEALs, and also we have 1 Army Ranger. 5 of 7 of our episodes were written by veterans, and so it's really something our authenticity has always been our North Star. And so these guys, if it doesn't pass their sniff test, then we don't use it. We go again. I mean, it's 80-20 because we are making a television show and we're also making entertainment. So sometimes, if everything went perfectly authentically, you'd have far fewer problems. And
that's right.
Storytelling is like someone has to be an idiot to fuck something up, or to get hunted down by their own, So it's really neat. It's really interesting to see what I watch in a take and I go, damn, that was good. Jared, he's like, we got to go again. I go, okay, why? And he's like, see this right here, he did that. He just put his gun right across your face. He'd flag you with that. We wouldn't do that. Let's just try one more. You tuck your elbow in a little bit, turn like this, turn your plate carrier towards the bullets, turn your back to each other. You're watching your man, these little things that I wouldn't know, but when I've had a number of former Spec Ops guys come up to me in the street, shake my hand and say, thank you. It seems like you guys cared enough to really try to get it right, and that's truly a testament to our Trident and our EP team that sniffs that stuff out for us.
I would say as well, from that, when Jared comes up to you after a take and he's like, and you're like, yes,
it's the best feeling in
the
the world.
Best feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worthy.
I did it.
I could totally be a SEAL.
I can do this.
Where's my trident? Are we doing you gonna give it to me now?
Is it an official ceremony? Or?
Doesn't seem that hard.
The ceremony.
Got this.
Are we doing the ceremony
You're all in good
at
hands,
Rap
don't
or
worry,
at the
you're safe.
hotel? When are we doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing is I'd be obsessed with trying to tell the people around me, you don't know. No. I know you thought it was good. You don't know how good it was. We got to get some SEALs in here so that they can tell you as well. Yeah. And I think I've even, I think I saw you, Chris, playing clips for Jocko Willink.
Yeah.
And him complimenting the fact that you turn the right way. You kind of take a wide turn so that in case there's somebody at the wall to grab the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, when these experts are saying yep, that's how you're supposed to turn. Yep, it's got to feel that's the whole mission accomplished, for lack of a better term.
100%. Yeah, that's just right. It's guys like Jocko and Jared and Jack Carr and Ray Mendoza and Max Adams and these guys who have and even Bruni and all these other guys on our team that have been down range. We make the show for them.
Yeah. Robert, you have this way of speaking on the show and I think in general, where it's like it feels like there's a heightened sense of importance that every word that you're saying, it's like just stop everything and listen to this person speak. Sit under the learning tree. Is this an art that at some point you learned how to deliver a message like this, or does it just come naturally?
I don't know what I'm doing.
I agree.
That's so just encapsulated.
No, the thing is, all I have to do is say the words because the writers have filled in everything else. The soul of the characters are in between these words. And as long as I just find a stillness and then just let maybe what God gave me work with that, then I'm halfway there. And we had great shooters on this, the camera people. They were tremendous. And there were moments. I mean, I'm so tempted to talk about moments that I've had with everyone here, but I'm going to leave that to the audience. But what I found was listening to all the fellas talk about the tactical training that they went through and all the Warcraft stuff. And then it met this really, really complex and rich world called espionage, Black Ops, where you don't know where the door is into your darkness. And you just wind up there. And you can't find the light switch. And it keep going deeper and deeper in this tunnel. And that's the world that I had to find. And that at midnight, there were some scenes that I would sit and just imagine 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep and you're just sitting there trying to piece something together. And when you lose nights of sleep that way, it's madness. And that's what we were playing with all the time, just balancing the madness. And we see what each one of us discovers about our own edge of madness, trying to save the world, trying to do something that we think is right. It's a tough world. And that we had the advisors that we had. I spent hours with a guy who knew this world well. And we would sit in a little cafe in Budapest, and just the sun would go down while he's just telling me, unloading all this stuff. And I was like, after about 4 hours one day, I said, all right, enough. I can't, because it was really frying me that, wow, this is going on as we speak.
Yeah.
And he took me out one night about 12 o'clock, and we drove around this neighborhood in Budapest, and he just watched drops happening.
Wow.
He said, here's a drop coming. We would sit over across the road, and we see a guy just come and just drop an envelope in the trash can, and somebody would come about 20 minutes later and pick it out.
Wow.
And because Budapest is the edge of that world.
Yeah.
And there were ops from, some of the, perhaps Turkish, perhaps Russian, perhaps, the whole world is there. And I was like, holy shit, this is happening.
Yeah.
And so that's what we were able to do and bring it alive. And then to see these guys, I tell you, you're in for an experience on this show because as I speak, I'm getting goosebumps. There's some magnificent stuff that you learn about what it is to fight for something you believe in. The issues, not the issues, but the loyalty is a big thing here.
Yes.
Ruthlessness is a big thing here, and all of these things you have to make these decisions second by second. So I say this because I always said that I had one really super experience working on a show that I was lucky to be a part of. But this one, I never thought it would be pushed out the way. But this show is right up there with, The Wire.
With The Wire.
Yeah.
Which is about the biggest compliment you can give a television show, by the way.
Much pride, man. That's amazing.
Just keep talking, Robert.
It was literally.
Just, you got
You're in a
30
flow
more
state.
minutes.
You're in a flow
Just fucking
state.
swing, do your thing.
Can I just say, guys, I've watched The Wire 5 times, and all due respect, Robert, I just have to say,
that was just me dropping off my mail, and I saw him sitting in the car every night, and I'm like, it's me, Robert, but I'm not gonna do it. So.
Hi, Robert.
I mean, but it's interesting that you say that, hearing these stories for 4 hours, you were exhausted, emotionally drained just after hearing the stories. And I would imagine that shooting the show, there's scenes that would leave you emotionally exhausted. But to realize that, like you said, there are people that this is not something that they step into for a 4-hour conversation and get exhausted by, or that they go and shoot some scenes and get exhausted by. But there are people that this is their day to day. It's got to be kind of, when you dip your toe into this like you guys are doing, it's got to be kind of extraordinary to think this is what these people are doing day in and day out.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I think these guys who do this are such remarkable humans. Psychologically, they're different to the rest of us. What their brains are capable of keeping inside and locking away. The stuff, the levels that they have to get to, and then come back into civilian life. For me, it's remarkable. Like, when I speak to these guys, I'm kind of in awe of them, really, because what they've had to go through, and then come back and just spend time with their little kiddos and their wife, and go back to being, regular guys going to Starbucks and getting a coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I can't get my head around it. So to play one of those, all you can do is talk to them and draw from them to try and know what that feels like. But we'll never know what that is.
Yeah, the I don't know, the mentality that it has to take to do all that and deal with a barista being rude to you when you get home is like,
yeah.
Do you have any idea what I've been doing?
You know who I am.
Yeah. Dart, I was reading about you that you have a pilot's license, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. A long time ago, I used to fly.
But it said in whatever I was reading that you will still kind of get up in the air, and that's where you go to relax. Is that at all true?
Who wrote that? It's one of you guys?
Yeah,
It's a pilot's license for a go-kart.
I wish I was that cool.
You're not that
no,
cool.
I'm not that cool.
Well,
no.
you've been in the air, though.
I've been in the air.
You've flown.
I have flown
It's pretty
planes.
cool.
It's pretty cool. And this season we're shooting. I mean, no spoilers, but we're doing some cool stuff as well in planes. And but no, I wish I could own that story. I don't know where that comes from. That's not true.
Yeah, but there's a difference between someone who has a pilot's license and someone who can fly like you. I mean, you were at the level of doing commercial.
Yeah, that's true. I used to be
he
a
was
commercial
pilot.
pilot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
High level.
Oh, I held the controls on a Cessna
Yeah.
versus I've flown 747s. This is a guy who's like
You've flown 747.
Airbus, but it's anyway.
yeah.
It just feels like a lifetime ago. So I just
Yeah. I mean, what's that like up there? I mean, apart from everything, I'm fascinated by this idea because, I mean, sitting as a passenger in a plane is enough to freak most of us out. To not only be up there, but to have the responsibility of the machine itself.
honestly, that was the one question I wasn't prepared for. That's freaked me out to speak about my pilot career. The short answer is it's really boring. I mean, to all due respect, I think for me the road there was interesting to become a pilot, to achieve a goal. I think to set yourself a goal if you're a kid and you come from bad or low chances, and then to set yourself high goals. I think that goes for everyone. And once you achieve them, you become something that will allow you, it gives you a platform to chase your actual dreams. And I think that's the lesson to take away from me becoming a pilot and actually giving it up when I learned what my calling was.
And that was acting.
That was acting, yeah.
That's amazing.
Telling stories, yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. What about you, Shiraz? How did you kind of find yourself in this world of acting and more specifically find yourself...
Careful, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brothers right now protecting Shiraz.
Oh my God, that's one of the bodyguards.
No, go ahead, but I just want to say she's amazing in this show, and it's her first swing. And she comes in swinging.
Yeah.
She's great, man.
Yeah.
So, sorry, anyways.
Thank you. You guys should be around me more. Yes, this is my first big show. This is also my first interview, so sorry if my voice is a little shaky. How I got into this, I was a drama queen as a kid. I still am. But everything was dramatic. I loved the stage, and I loved just the idea of having several lives in one life.
Interesting.
But then I was also a nerd, so I was like, maybe I should go to school. And then I took my time with it, and I was like, let's give this a try. And I went for just a month in New York. I did a month course. And after my first week, I was like, shit. Oh, am I allowed to curse? Oh.
Taylor tried that out earlier.
Give me
and
the
it was okay,
instructions,
so everybody went for it.
guys, please. After a week, I was like, this is what I want to do. And I knew right away it was a tough industry, and it's a lot of people want to do this, and I knew I was in for a journey, and it's going to be long, and I didn't know how long it was going to be, but every time just something else came up that gave me a little bit more battery. Yeah. And when the casting for Dark Wolf came up, I was literally checking out going back to uni and like doing a little switch or having a plan B. It's just a very unsure industry. And then God just was like, never mind, not now, and just put me back into this. And here I am with the best possible cast in the world, which I'm so incredibly grateful for. And that gave me energy for a few years now. Just hopefully I get to work again, though.
I mean, you're phenomenal on the show. It's actually like really surprising to hear that it's your first kind of
thank you so much
big show like this, because you're all phenomenal on the show. Taylor, for you, I feel like you've done a lot in the last several years that have been really heavy stuff. Whether it was Waco, which was, I mean, an unbelievable show. Whether it was Painkiller, I mean, which you were unbelievable in that show too. And this is a very heavy role as well. Is that something that you are attracted to? Is something the more weighty sort
This
of?
is a therapy question, isn't it?
Yeah. What's really going on?
Oh my God! Hold on.
What are we working out here?
Hold on. Is there water? I need some water. I don't know what that is. Honestly, with Ben, compared to a Koresh or Mike Murphy or Painkiller was incredibly close to me to service the addiction side of that. But Ben has been like, he's dark, but I have just so much fun with these guys. Really. And I feel of service to the community. You know, we all have a lot of, brothers, and it all started with Lone Survivor and Marcus Luttrell and Mendoza and these guys. So I get to hear their stories. And then with Dark Wolf, when we're writing it, and literally Pratt's like, what do you want to do? Like, throw a scene in there that means something to you, or throw this storyline or whatever it is. What do you want to serve with Ben in this? And there's moments where I get to service some of my SEAL Brothers moments, and I love that. And so Ben isn't as heavy. I have so much fun with these guys, and you feel of service to your brothers, and I'm passionate about this community, so I love it. And then the heavier ones, I don't know what that is. I'm just about to go into another fucking heavy one. I think it's this purpose, right? I think it's being scared. I think it's like, I'm scared of the next job, and I think it keeps you straight. The fear of failure is fucking no joke. And I think we all have that. We wouldn't be here without it, So I don't know. That's a long-winded answer, but yeah.
Do you take that, the heavier stuff, do you end up taking it home while you're shooting, or are you pretty figured out that on-off switch?
I recognize it quicker. My wick gets quite short. It depends on the role, but I have very little patience when I'm playing something very heavy with people around me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I said that too.
Yeah. Just observing yourself going,
yeah,
look at that.
You don't want to be around me when I'm Koresh, or, Painkiller was a lot of energy. So I think maybe that is what it is. You're just conserving, knowing you're going to let loose in a day or two, or whatever the scene's coming up, So, my sister was my advisor on Painkiller. So that was a beautiful full circle moment, So that kind of stuff is just I'm very lucky to serve that.
Yeah. And Tom, you were saying how different this is than Umbrella Academy, obviously. Were you looking, after that show, were you looking for something very different specifically, or were you just looking at what was out there and found this?
Nothing specific. This was a bit like Shiraz's moment, you know, like it just kind of hit me and it was like,
Wow.
You're going this way. And I feel like I was looking for, like you're saying, right? You were looking for challenges. We're looking for something that makes you go, that's hard and I want it. And that's what I was looking for, right? Like I was just... Umbrella Academy was amazing. It was a lot of fun, right? Like, and I was goofing around a lot on that show. But sometimes you want to, as an actor, I think you want to really find what's going to push you into a whole new direction and what's going to test you in a way that you've never been tested before. And that was this, you know. And I think it's like Kitch is saying as well, that it's what it represents. It's what you're wanting to represent a community authentically, and for me that was very important.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? Was it always your intention to kind of do a lot, because you had this thing, and you know you're not the only one here that's had it, but as an actor, where it's like you have this breakout role on a sitcom, you get to be you have this breakout role, which maybe, you know, at first people didn't know if that sitcom was going to hit. Even the Marvel movie, people don't know if that's going to be the one, because it wasn't a franchise that was as familiar as everything else.
Right.
But I feel like as an observer, when you have these breakouts, you end up making a turn over here, right? You end up not sticking to that sort of safe, okay, this is who you guys know me as, so this is what I'm going to continue to be. And
Right.
you go into something else. Was that something that you always intended to do, or was it once you got there, you said, well, now that I have this freedom, I actually want to use it to do that?
Well, it's probably the latter. I think, you know, for the longest time in my career, I wasn't making choices. People were making choices as to whether or not they would allow me to be part of their projects, and I was auditioning for everything. You know, I could be and I would have been thrilled to have any of those jobs, you know. And every step along the way has been an incremental but beautifully positive step. I remember when I did my first commercial, everyone in my hometown sat around the TV and cheered me on. They're like, dude, I saw you. You didn't talk, but I saw you in the commercial. And I was like, I know, bro. I made it. And so, like, from that moment, you know, getting my SAG card, to getting a job, to doing like an actual movie, to being like, I don't have to be a room service waiter anymore. I can be an actor. I got a good paying gig that especially where I'd come from, the amount of money I paid for this, I did a Schedule F movie back in 2000. It was $75,000. And I was like, that's 10 years I could live on for sure. Like, I came from living in a van, you know,
Yeah.
I could not believe it. I was like, well, I'm set. I'll never have to work again. I've got 75 grand. Didn't realize taxes and all that. It didn't last as long as I thought. But
10%.
yeah. And that immediate trip to Amsterdam didn't help. But like, you know, every step along the way, I was just, I was waiting. I was barreling through no's. I was like, try to say no to me. Because I was a door-to-door salesman before I was an actor. So you need 10 no's to get a yes. So I was like, I'm just collecting no's. I'll audition for everything just so I can get those 9 no's, waiting for that one yes. And so slowly, it moved into this thing that you had mentioned, the latter part, which was I got to a point where I got to be the one to say yes. Like, there was actually more opportunities than I had time to even do. And in that moment, I was roommates with this guy we've been talking about, Jared Shaw. And he had the galley copy of this book. I read this book, and I wanted to do it. And so we did it. And then what it turned into beyond that was I was able to see in these men that I admire and love so much a catharsis, because they're highly trained individuals who, outside of really recreating what they did in real life in film and television, there's not, and beyond maybe doing security work, high-level executive security work, there's not a big avenue for these guys to do what they're so damn good at, but still mission-driven, which is like, if they're going to be an executive security guard, their mission is to make sure that their client is taken care of, and that's great. These guys, their mission is this story. They're like, we can apply our training, and you're watching these guys, it's saving their lives. I mean, in a not to be sanctimonious and say we're saving people's lives, but it's really a beautiful thing to see. And so for me, it's a really positive thing, because I'm not necessarily making decisions based on, oh, is it this genre, or I want to surprise an audience by doing something different because this is different than what I did before. It's more so like the inside out. I'm like, look at these relationships and look at what this means to me and my best friends. What can we do? And that's kind of what brought me into this world. And then in the audience response, and I looked at it as an opportunity. I was like, wow, look at these guys Taylor should have his show. Taylor should have his own show. And of course I'm going to be in it, and we're all here, but like this is like hinged on the humanity that he brought to this character, that when you read the first book, Ben Edwards, kind of a one-note guy. Like, he was there to help push. Even Jack Carr will say that. He's like, he ends up being a bad guy, but you kind of think he's a good guy, and then he ends up being a bad guy. But Taylor immediately from the get-go brought everything. I even feel like your line, I miss the teams, was something you improvised. I don't even know if it was written. I think you're like, dude, I miss the teams. And it was like, that's a human being right there. That's not a one-note guy that's here to be, to give you a twist in the 7th episode or something like that. It's like, this is a real human being. So seeing him and being like, dude, there's a whole world that this character, you just brought your soul to this character. There's such an opportunity to see, like, how did Ben Edwards get to this point? I want to see 5 seasons of that show, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to do that. You know, and so I don't know. I kind of lost track of my answer there, but ultimately, the relationships and what it means to me in my relationships and my home life. Like I have 4 kids at home, and I have a duty as a father at home. So like trying to set things up that I can spend more time at home is one of the reasons or one of the big motivating factors in the jobs that I choose to do these days. But if all I ever do is this, I'd be content, because I truly love it.
This may be another therapy question, but it seems like within this conversation, you're all very grounded people. You've achieved a level of success, but are grounded in kind of who you were before you achieved the success. Is that something that one has to work for in this industry, or is that something that it's who you are as people?
I'm not sure we're the ones to answer that question. I don't know. It's a tricky one, that, right? Because we are just who we are. I don't know.
There's always a level of gratefulness, I think, that I try to hold on to, because we've all done it. We've all done the waiting jobs. I used to sand and polish floors. I don't ever want to go back and spend my days bending over and breathing in sawdust all day long. So always, however bad your day is on set, and it's never bad. I always am just like, you could be floor sanding, bro. Not that there's anything wrong with that if that's your trade, because I love that as a job. But I think I always try to hold on to that the humility and gratefulness of this is a privilege to do this, to play these characters, these roles, and explore what it is to be a human and have flaws. We get to make mistakes. We get to make mistakes without the consequences. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's also a testament from the top, actually, from these guys who, and like Taylor and Chris were in my first conversations to join the show, with Dave DiGilio, Max Adams, Jared Shaw. My first meeting was chatting with those guys, and it was not immediately reading, it was chatting, having conversations for them to kind of get a scope on who you are as a person. And I really loved that, because it was about, I think from what you're saying about all of us, I think that's a testament to all those guys and who they choose to be on this show. I think that one thing I'd say about all the actors on this show, they're not like what some people might think is stereotypical ego-driven actors. I think everyone on this show is very real, and they come from an authentic place, and I think everyone here has humble backgrounds, and I think that's really a testament to the way they cast this show and the kind of people that they want working on this show, and that then carries into the way we work on set as a team and a group, and it's collaborative and supportive to each other and trying to lift each other up. It's rare, actually, and it's really a privilege to be a part of it on set and to be amongst that energy.
If you translate it to the operators that we work with, Jared and Max and those guys, when they're in the room, they're by far the most dangerous men in that room.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
I don't know,
Here we go.
but you would never know that. Because they're also the most humble men and kindest men in the room. And I think that translates into all aspects of life.
Yeah.
And I think they collect people to be part of this cast and this family who are the same way with what we do.
Yeah. I think we have time for an audience question from Adir.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is for Chris and Taylor. Dark Wolf takes us back to the origins of Ben's story. How does this prequel shed light on Ben's decisions and actions in The Terminal List, Season 1? And what did it feel like exploring that deeper emotional groundwork?
You want to take that one?
Yes.
No.
That's exactly what we do. I think, obviously I'm in season 1, Ben is really in service of Reese, literally. And then, of course, the twist, right? And I think for me, selfishly, yes, I love that call, getting the moment to be like, hey, let's go deeper. Let's find out who this guy is and why, most importantly, he made that decision. To root that one was an incredible challenge because I do love these guys so much. And to root somebody that did what he did at the end of season 1 was very tough for me. But I love that. But again, going into Dark Wolf now, I think it was what Robert was saying too, like these split-second decisions that change the course of your life. And yes, they're heroes, but there is a repercussion to serving. And that means a lot to me. And so we explored that of like, again, why Ben got his trident stripped and what that means to somebody is incredible, right? Their sole purpose in life is to serve, most of them, right? So to explore that and the repercussion to losing that is just incredible to explore. So that's where we go with Ben. And then some, of course. But that was really where we hung our hat.
Excellent. Well, guys, I can't thank you enough for joining us here today to talk about this show. The Terminal List Dark Wolf is out on Prime Video August 27th, which at the time that you're listening to this is tomorrow. So you can start streaming on Prime Video tomorrow. I'm excited for you all to see it. It's a brilliant show. You guys are all unbelievable in it. And I thank you for sharing some time with us. Let's give it up for the cast.
Thanks for having
of Dark Wolf.
Thank you.
This has been the SiriusXM Town Hall with Chris Pratt and the cast of The Terminal List Dark Wolf. Listen to Sam Roberts' show every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern on Faction Talk, Channel 103, or anytime with the SXM app.
I'll tell you what I did watch, though. I did watch this. And this is why I can't watch everything, because I was really focused on the poop cruise.
Okay. That was great.
So here's the other thing. Netflix is now putting out, I feel like every time I turn on Netflix, there's another train wreck documentary.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if Liver King was a train wreck or not. It might have been train wreck.
No, I think that was his own doc, right? Wasn't it?
I don't know. But every time I turn it on, because the first... Oh, no, you're right. Because I watched the Travis Scott concert train wreck doc.
That was train wreck.
That was train wreck. The original train wreck doc, I believe, was the Woodstock 99.
Yep.
Right. That was when they started. But now, every time I turn this on and they say there's another train wreck, today, they have a Rob Ford train wreck.
That was great.
I haven't seen it yet.
Awesome.
I'm definitely going to.
That's right. The Cult of American Apparel. I want to watch that.
Of course I want to watch that. That looks amazing.
That looks great.
All these train wrecks seem great. I went through a period of time where if all I ever watched was 30 for 30, I'd be happy. Mm-hmm. I feel like train wreck.
What they're doing now, yeah.
Yeah, train wreck is now
Balloon Boy?
Oh, Balloon Boy. Yeah, of course I want to see a Balloon Boy doc. Because I went back and watched, because I also love the show Trading Spouses.
Okay.
Or Wife Swap, or whichever one that he was on. Maybe it was Wife Swap. I love that Wife Swap show, and he was on that show.
Who was on that show?
Balloon Boy and his family.
Really? Did
Yes,
I know that?
I don't know, but I've seen the app a couple times.
A couple times.
Of course.
But so I watched this Poop Cruise documentary, and it's basically I vaguely remembered the news story when it first broke, but it's the story of this Carnival cruise line. I believe it's called the Triumph, and a whole bunch of people go on this cruise, and it loses power. Like they take the cruise, it's great. They go to Mexico, spend a day in Mexico, have the time of their lives, leave Mexico, get back on the ship, don't leave anybody behind, everybody's great. Except then, once they're back on the ship and they're sailing away like a day later, they're like maybe 2 days away from getting back home.
I think it was the day. I think they leave Mexico, and then it was 1 day at sea till they're back.
Oh, maybe the next morning they're back.
Like they were so close to being back.
Right, they were, and then the power goes out on the boat. So first there's this like fire in the engine, right? And they look up, and I mean, it's got to be terrifying. The smokestacks on the boat, there's just like black smoke billowing out of it, and there's this like alarm going off, and this British lady in the middle of it's like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and this British lady whose whole job is to just like chill the vibe.
Jen?
I guess that's her name, the redhead. Everything's fine.
Don't worry.
Help yourself to a cup of coffee, go back to bed, or enjoy the deck. Meanwhile, everybody's like, what is going on? Because this thing went out, and then all of a sudden, the lights go out. All of a sudden, the AC goes out. And then people realize they can't flush the toilets. And so we go on this journey. And also, the boat can't move. It's lost power. So not only can the boat not move, but they figure, okay, what we'll do is we'll just wait. Like, they're figuring out for a day. And then they figure we'll wake up in the morning, we'll go back to the shore where we were in Mexico. It's not that far away. And they wake up in the morning, and this has to be nuts. They look out off the boat deck, and they don't see the shore anymore because they realize that, like, they've been drifting all night. And so they just end up somewhere in the middle of the Gulf of America? Is that where they were?
Now it's the Gulf of America. At the time, they were drifting in the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
but I don't even think they realized that because for the first day, the tugboat was supposed to come get them. No, the wrestler.
Right.
Tugboat was supposed to come get them and then bring them back to Mexico.
Right.
But then they got a call from like Mexico saying, "Hey, bad news. You guys drifted like
way far out,
so
like
many miles.
Like you're so far out there that I don't think
that you are now way too far away for our tugboat to come get you."
That's right. That's right. And I thought this was like, and so then they have to like sit there, and now they're stranded at sea for days. I mean, multiple days where they start getting low on food, and they like have no power in the rooms. They're sleeping out on the deck. Lettuce and tomato sandwiches, you know, and then eventually, because they can't flush any of the toilets, the shit and the piss and the sewage starts to leak out over the drains.
Is that why it's called Poop Cruise?
Poop Cruise. And when these tugboats come, they finally do come, and they're going to bring them back to Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
God's country.
Oh, yeah.
Except they tilt the boat when they're doing it. And so when they tilt the boat, you see this wave of sewage and shit and piss water just like sloshing around, and people going like, this is how we're living. And so my whole thing was, and maybe this was more of an adult cruise, because some of the adults they were talking to, I don't know. Like, so of course everybody was having a hard time, but some of them are in it for the adventure. Some of them, all I could think about was if I brought my family on this cruise.
Well, that one guy was there with his 12-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like if I brought my kids on the cruise, how do I explain to them we're living in shit and we got to sleep on the deck for 3 days and I don't know when we're leaving? I mean, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, you just man up and tell them.
And then they'll be fine?
Well, I'm not saying they'll be fine, but they got to know the truth.
It's rough.
Like, hey, listen, we might die.
It's like
that's not what you would tell them.
I'd probably tell them that. Listen, from what I gathered in this documentary, shit went, and not literal shit, but shit went south real fast.
It went awry quickly.
It shows you how quickly people are just willing to be like, we're on our own.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Like it was 3 hours after all this stuff happened, and people were bringing their mattresses up to the deck.
Well, yeah, that's actually a great point. That like the minute you start to even get a sniff that you're fending for yourself, people start hoarding, people get weird and violent, people like start really like immediately go into animal mode.
Like I figured it would have been after a couple of days, but like the way that they're showing the time tick by, I'm like, it's the afternoon of the first day.
It's not even high noon yet.
And people are already fending for themselves.
As soon as that AC goes out, you have no idea how hot it gets in that boat.
Right.
So it turns into hell inside.
Right.
So the only thing you can do is like, I got to go outside. I got
Get to see air.
Yeah, get some air.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they're like, wait a minute, if this goes any longer, I need a beach chair. Because there's not like the deck is not built to house everybody on that boat.
No.
Because at no point will everybody on the boat be on the deck at the same time. It's a big deck. A lot of people can sit there, but not everybody.
And you also need shade.
But yeah, they started tying their sheets up
Yeah.
around, they started building shanty towns in the first day.
The first day,
The first day of the boat having no power. They were like, shanty towns it is. And it was like, what?
Guess we got to eat each other.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, whoa. It's like when Dwight establishes the P corner.
That's right.
Like
When they're stuck in the
5
elevator.
seconds.
We've been in the elevator for 5 seconds. Yeah, well, we need to establish one corner as the P corner. Scott in Las Vegas. Whoa, what's up, Scott?
Hey, Sam. Hey, guys. How are you?
Good.
Listen, what happened to anchors, man? Don't they put anchors on ships?
I mean,
and even if they're electronically controlled, there's got to be a manual release. Either that or the shipbuilders are stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, or like, how do you get it back up? If you don't have any, like, you can release it, but then, like, when the tugboats come, how do you pull the anchor back up?
That's a good point.
Listen, one problem at a time, Sam.
No,
one
you're right.
problem at a time.
You're right. People are like, Sam, that's a lot of nautical information to have. And I was actually, I mean, I don't know if I should tell you guys, I'm in the process of selling my 401k to live my dream.
Oh, congrats.
Nice.
What's your dream?
It's sail across the ocean blue.
That's
I don't
been
know.
your
Have I
dream?
mentioned this before?
No, I've never heard that.
100%. I'm buying a boat. I'm going to go to Oregon. I'm going to sail to Hawaii because it's my dream.
You bringing your dog?
I'm bringing the dog. Yeah. Yeah. An 11-year-old Labradoodle is coming with me. But yes, there were a lot of great moments in this doc, and a lot of great characters. That's always the key, the characters that you meet. I liked in the very beginning, because the very beginning, it's the perfect story, because everything starts so fun. Everybody's having a great time, and they get the right people. They get, like, you know, the girls who are on a bachelor party that I would not trust if I was marrying.
No.
Because they definitely had sex on that boat.
Oh, yeah.
All of them.
Well, everybody's having sex with everybody on the boat.
Everybody. Well,
we learned about that.
We learned that. We talked to the staff. You know, the hypersexual Soviet Union attendant. The chef is maybe my favorite person of the moment right now. And I really, when I was cutting clips, I tried to cut around. There's this one, like, nerd with glasses.
I hate him.
That's talking about trying to impress his father-in-law. And he just gave me very eunuch energy.
I can't stand him.
So I was like, I'm going to try to cut around him. I don't know. He might pop up, but
You hate him because he's a eunuch?
the energy, I don't know for sure.
I hated him because he, like, from the jump, was like, there is no way, ever, I'm shitting in a bag. And I'm like, that's what you're worried about?
Shit in a bag, dude.
Big deal.
But, I mean, he was so, like, steadfast.
I know.
I am not doing that.
That was his angle.
Right.
Shut up, dude.
But
Shit in the bag.
Shit in the bag.
Not
Hang
only-
your butt over the rail. Who cares?
Troy, not only would you shit in the bag, I'm going to guess you try to take some bags for home.
It's not a bad idea.
Bro, if you were like, I'll give you the day off of money if you shit in this bag, I'd do it right now.
What if I said, either way, you have to come in? Would you just please shit in this bag?
I'd be like, would you think it was funny?
Yeah.
Okay.
If the power went back on in the ship, he would still shit in the bag. He'd be like, well, you can't be...
We can still use the bags, right?
It could go out at any minute.
Yeah, they literally handed out red bags for people to shit in.
And he was so adamant about it. And I was just like, shut up.
Shut up, dude. Shit in the bag. Nobody
in the
cares.
bag.
Big deal.
Yeah.
I wasn't-
Father-in-law's not going to think you're a dork.
Yeah, you go to the other side of the boat.
If anything, like,
He already does.
your father-in-law thinks you're a dork because you won't shit in the bag.
Yeah.
One thing I won't do is shit in a bag.
Okay.
Well, I'm doing it. Give me your bag then. I'm going to take yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Shit in a bag is cool. Consider me Miles Davis.
That's right. 100%
you
right.
could easily hang your butt over the rail.
They didn't want people to do that because
Dangerous.
It's like, well, stop me. You know what I mean?
Sure. I do know what you mean.
Like,
Yeah.
if I were to do it, you know what I'd do? I'd be
What?
like, Sam, here.
Okay.
grab my hands, and I'd have you hold my arms.
I would do it.
And I'd hold my butt hole over the rim.
You hold his arms while he.
I would do that for Troy.
If we're stuck on a boat.
Well, I mean, yeah, I got your back, dude. I might even put one foot up and kind of press my foot on your ankle against the rail.
Just to get like a good grip.
Leverage.
Yeah, good leverage.
Leverage.
How long into this do you think Troy would wait to shit?
Well, he would probably his morning shit. He'd probably be woken up by the alarm at like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Have a coffee.
Oh, as soon as I smell the coffee, that's it.
Right, and go like, oh man, I gotta go take a shit. And they're like, as soon as they made the announcement, the toilets don't flush, you'd go, well, I'm gonna go off the boat then right now. Right now.
We have a problem.
Right.
This is how I'm gonna solve it.
They're like, just give us an hour to see if we
No,
can.
No.
not giving an hour.
No, I think upon the announcement that the toilets won't flush, that announcement, like while the announcement was still playing, you'd see Troy walking over to the rail.
Sam, I need your hand, buddy.
I go, all right.
Sam wouldn't even know what's going on.
I go
yet,
like,
'cause he
what are
just
we doing? And you're like,
woke up.
and except he'd look at me going like this. Well, I have to shit off the rail.
gotta shit off the rail.
Did you hear what they just said? I have to go take a shit off the boat. Like, are you, like, you'd be looking at me like I'm crazy
I
for
need
not.
your help.
We gotta go shit off the boat. I'll help you when I'm done.
And Sam's like, I don't have to go.
I don't have to go
All
right
right, well,
now.
when you do, I'll help you.
Yeah.
You're eventually gonna have to shit.
Yeah. So I wanted to share some audio. One of the things that I enjoyed about the first part was kind of getting to know cruise culture, and not just from the people who are there, but for the people. I am very fascinated by the people who work on these ships. You know what I mean? Because
It's a huge undertaking.
a huge undertaking.
And if you're young, it sounds like it's a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, they made it.
Like whatever it is,
Especially
like whatever,
if you're on with this chick.
Yeah, they're all like that. They're all like hot, like Russian girls.
I know, it's awesome.
Like, if you're in your 20s, like I've thought about doing that when I was a kid.
You did?
Yeah, of course.
Like you knew that there was wild stuff going on?
Because I would go on cruises as a kid, and there's like all these hot girls, and like everybody's having fun.
Right.
So you know what they're doing. And you stop, like, and there's every week it's a whole different crew of people on the ship.
Oh,
like,
they change out the crew?
Well, no, like people coming on.
Oh, sure.
So you're meeting people that are just there to have fun.
And you can set up. This is probably what I would end up doing to amuse myself. At first, I'd have my one set of lines, like knowing we're going to start this process again. But then I'd probably start experimenting with new identities for the week. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That would be fun.
Because you'd know, and I tell you, if we both worked there,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, Troy, what should we be this week? And we'd come up with something and like have a new identity as this new group
funny.
comes on.
Yeah.
Until somebody came on who was like a cruise enthusiast. That was like, hey, Troy, from this thing. And you're like, what?
What?
Nope, not me. Sorry, bud.
Troy would be like the Russian guest services guy in White Lotus season 3.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. You know why?
Why?
Because you're there to please everybody. You like to have a good time. You like to party.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody looks at you the wrong way or orders you around the wrong way, you'll break into their room and take a shit in their bag.
Sure.
Does that sound like you?
1,000%.
That's right. So let's hear. This is like there was a lady, a young lady from the Soviet Union who's an attendant, and the chef and a couple other people that are kind of breaking down exactly what this life is like on the cruise.
We are about 1,200 crew members from all
That's the
over
British lady who makes
the world.
everybody feel good.
As a kid growing up in Soviet Union, I could never imagine that I will be working on the cruise ship with Americans saying "Yeehaw" and enjoying it.
Can you pause for a moment? Do you think that young lady has ever said "Yeehaw"?
She probably heard it a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially leaving from Florida.
Oh yeah.
Enjoying it. I mean, it's two completely opposite universes. It's an American industry. Guests, they're there to enjoy, and you are there to work.
My
for
guy.
the kitchen.
My guy.
You have to work at least 70 hours a week.
Love this dude.
Sometimes more. Initially, it was really difficult for me because when I came from India, I was not used to working so hard. But at the same time, we had a lot of fun.
Oh, damn, there's so much fun on the cruise ship when you are a crew. There is lots of sex on the cruise ship. Like, damn, so much sex you don't want to know. Like,
I do.
everything is hard and fun.
Just the goat. I mean, talk about goated. She rules.
Yeah.
Like if somebody said to you, Troy, Here's the thing: working on this cruise ship, everything is hard and fun, and there's sex. If you're in your 20s, I'm
the
there.
best. Yeah.
Like, you don't even have to pay me.
I know a guy that's works on a cruise ship now. He just got rid of his apartment, and he just lives on the boat.
I mean,
he doesn't have to pay any bills. He's just all money in his account.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The IRS is like, where can we send your tax? Don't worry about it.
I'm in international waters. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, this is maritime law as far as I'm concerned. Come and find me.
Yeah.
Book a ticket on the cruise.
Track me down.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. So everybody's having a great time. And maybe this is more of a adult-ish cruise and everything.
I don't know. Carnival's kind of a family.
I would think so, right?
I think most, unless it's like an adult-only specific
like
cruise.
Hedonism?
Like hedonism?
Like if it's a hedonism cruise.
Like those Viking cruises?
Oh, yeah.
Or they have ones that aren't like sex cruises, but like they're for like
they're all for
mature people.
Disney cruises.
No.
Those are little kids.
No, that's way different, dude.
Oh.
You are so off on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like senior people.
Oh, they're fucking on those boats.
Probably.
Those senior facilities? Forget about
they're
it.
single, sure.
Absolutely.
Because there's just something about being in the water that just everybody's drinking and horny.
Well, the rules are off.
That's right.
It's maritime law. Yeah. We're in international waters, folks.
Yeah,
they should, by the way, they should make that announcement when you're on the cruise. As soon as we are now in international waters, consider this maritime law.
Yeah! Woo!
Eehaw! Eehaw! So then we're all having such a great time.
I mean, they got through 80% of the cruise.
I know.
That's the crazy part.
I know.
Now imagine like you go through this cruise and you end up like hooking up with somebody, which I'm sure it happened.
That lady did.
Oh yeah.
And then it's
I know where she was when the shit went down.
Oh yeah.
And then the power goes out and you see that person taking a shit in a bag out of and you have to look at him like,
oh my God. What did I do?
What did I do?
And they're just looking back at you, just shrugging.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell
hey,
you.
man. I didn't think we were still going to be here.
I thought it was
this you were going to be a memory by now. Sorry.
Here we are.
Or if you're like Troy and you hook up and you've got no intentions of ever seeing this person again.
Yeah.
Because you're like, well, we're off the boat tomorrow.
Yeah. Or imagine if we pick our secret identities.
Yeah.
And then we just get so sick of them. And it's like day 7 now. And they're like, oh, you guys are from Nebraska. No, we're not from fucking Nebraska. No, we're not. No. Get out of here.
Get out of my face.
So this is the moment they chronicled it. And what I like about, and I feel like it's kind of a thing that you're seeing sprout up now, is that we're seeing these docs come out, and a lot of these docs have so much cell phone video in them because we can finally have footage of the stuff that's actually happening, because everybody that they're interviewing was taking some kind of videos on that boat.
Because this is what, like 2003?
13.
So this is
2013.
2013. You're
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So everybody's got iPhones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's funny. It is weird how they kept it powered. They had enough power for their cell phones that long. That's the one thing I was thinking, because it was days that they were out there. I was like, how do they?
Well,
you
could probably power down your phone. Like, I mean, you're not using it for the internet. You're not using it for
unless the other cruise ship pulls out.
That was so funny.
Dude, that was insane.
But they said they had emergency power too, so maybe there were little spots to plug in or something.
Did they say there was one toilet that did flush?
Yeah.
Well, that nerd found one.
Yeah.
The eunuch that Sam doesn't like.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. That guy sucked.
Yeah, we were throwing bags at him.
I finally found a toilet that worked, but I didn't know if I should tell my father-in-law.
I think Sky didn't pull that one. Yeah, so let's go to 1803 where the ship loses power.
Very important information, folks. As you probably know by now, the toilets are not flushing, and it's going to start causing a little bit of a problem in a short while.
I remember
so
this.
Come up with a plan. So, folks, you do need to do a number 1, everybody. You can do it in the shower. And if you do need to do a number 2, what we're going to do is we're going to deliver some red bags to all of the bathrooms on board. And if you do need to do a number 2, we ask that you please do it in the red bag and drop it off in the bins in the corridors. Thank you, folks, and I'll be back with any more updated info.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
You want me to what? Excuse me?
No. I'm not doing that.
Like, it was just like, oh, what world are we living in?
Troy's like, sign me up.
Dude, shit in bags, great.
I do it this afternoon.
See, that would have been great if they got somebody, because they really only interviewed like 3 different families.
Right.
If they got, because there's 3 people, there's 3 groups there that are like, I'm not doing that.
Right. And meanwhile, it's like, okay, so day 3 of this boat having no power, and Troy was like, yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah. I shit in bags. Like, I was going through. You just, big
deal.
8 bags next to me.
I tore it in bands. Shit in a McDonald's bag ain't no thing.
And that's paper.
That was, it was just like, threw it out the car, threw it out the window at another car.
Was that in Pennsylvania?
I was all over the United
all over these United States.
Yes, it was.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, so they make that's like the cruise plan though. Piss in the shower, shit in the bag. And
you got to have a plan.
No, it's a good plan. And they are saying that like guys could piss off the ledge. But
well, yeah, it was a little harder for
they didn't want girls. They didn't want anybody sitting up on the ledges like your plan.
They should have had those what do they call the Whizzy cups for women?
That would have been the move. But they probably do now, just in case.
That'd be smart.
That'd be really smart. Yeah.
This is why everyone should have a piss jug.
Mike, did you watch this doc?
Not yet.
But you know the story.
Sounds like I could have cleaned up.
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? You show up and set up a little piss jug stand?
Selling branded piss jugs?
Yes.
Just moved to the Bahamas, set up right outside all the cruise ships.
Yeah,
right.
It's one of those tax havens down there, right?
That's right. That's right. After hearing this, do you feel like maybe the next time you go on a cruise, you'll bring a piss jug just in case?
Well, I've never been on a cruise, but if I ever do book one, it seems like, piss jug and just a stack of wag bags.
Smart. Get those wag bags out.
Yeah.
That way, no, I don't need it. Here's some red bags for you to shit in. No, thank you.
I came prepared.
Yeah, I have my own, as, quite frankly, the rest of the patrons should have as well.
Yeah, you
give them to someone else.
Yeah.
There must be somebody in need.
I think cruise is a diarrhea factory anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It is a diarrhea factory?
I mean, you're eating the shittiest food, and you're consuming as much as you possibly can.
Right, because it's on the house, right?
It's free, and it's there, and it's like, you ever see the people the clientele?
Yeah, but like for you, if you knew that you had already paid for the food as part of your ticket,
I'll eat till I vomit.
You would? That's what everybody does.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you say it's free, but like
you pay for it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get your money's worth.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to that soft serve machine.
Tear up the sides. I'll go there multiple times in the middle of the night. I'll get pizzas, cheeseburgers at 2:00 in the morning.
One bite, garbage.
Yeah, right off the side.
Right off the
fish food.
Whatever I can find to throw off the boat, I'm throwing it off the boat.
Yeah. I'm gonna order a whole thing and just.
It is fun to throw shit off a boat.
Person
so much
throwing
fun.
pizza off the boat, please stop.
You ever see those guys that do the videos of them throwing the chairs off the boat? It's like, what? You ever see that? Oh, it's all over the internet.
It's a fun thing to do.
It looks like fun.
On cruises?
On cruise in the middle of the night, they're taking like the deck chairs and the side, and the friends are like,
I mean, you would get me if you did. You would get me laughing.
Oh God,
that would make me laugh hard.
If it were you and me and my friend, Penis and Menu Matt, bro, we'd have you dying.
Yeah, because I'd watch the chair as it fell down to the water and go, "We're not getting it back. It's gone forever now."
Sinking to the bottom of the ocean.
No, that's not necessary at all.
That is so funny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, here we go.
Look at them go. They're just throwing everything off the back of the boat.
Dude.
That looks like fun.
And the other guys, the other bros, are just videoing. Oh my God, these are huge pieces of furniture.
See you later.
That was a love seat.
My God.
With the cushions.
Oh, they're like in their room. This is like deck furniture.
Yeah, they have the back of the boat suite.
Oh my God.
And they're throwing all the furniture into the water.
That's funny.
And then that's really funny because then when they come to clean your room, they're like, "What happened to the furniture?" You go, "I don't know.
I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know.
It's weird.
Did somebody break into your room? I don't think so. I don't think so, but I don't know.
I went to dinner. It was gone.
It's gone.
Did you ask the cleaning lady?
I don't know. It's gone now. It's gone. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I just don't know.
See, does that look like fun?
It looks like a lot of fun. I've never been on a cruise before. Now I kind of want to do it. Oh man, we got no power. We're stuck at her. I don't know. You want to throw some shit off the side of the boat? Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do. I mean, imagine finding somebody and taking their hat off their head and throwing it in the water.
Yeah, but what do you do?
What do you do? That's so funny.
Fuck it.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Just piss on their mattress.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Say something stupid.
Say something stupid. Give me a reason.
They're like, the power's been out for 2 hours. What are you doing?
I'm in charge now. I'm the captain now. So we watch this thing just be completely, like, civilization breaks down. People set up their shanty towns on the deck. People are trying to sleep up there. It's well, for lack of a better term, it's a total shit show. And then this boat comes, and as soon as the boat pulls up near them, I mean, it does not look even remotely safe. This rush of patrons from this cruise ship, the whole group of them gets to the very edge of the boat where the rail is, and they've all got their phones up in the air because they're trying to see if they can get Wi-Fi off the boat that's next to them. And some of them could. But that boat is there really to just drop off supplies. They show up with supplies because they don't have they're not able to pull them away, but they're dropping off supplies because, like we were saying before, they're running low on food. There are people that are in line for like 3 hours just to get whatever non-perishables that they're trying to get rid of now because it's all going to go bad. Like, literally, it's like we're putting some onions, lettuce, and tomato on a sandwich, and here you go. It's 3 hours of waiting. So this cruise ship shows up to give supplies, and they just kind of dump the supplies on board. And part of the supplies, they give them booze.
Dude, also, it was crazy to just hear the party that's going on the cruise ship that's working. Like, you could hear it from...
And they're just like sitting there watching, like, we're dying. We're dying here.
It's like, well, what are you going to do? You're not going to shit on my party.
No. And like the other cruise ship, like people on this cruise ship, they were going like, yeah, we realized that we were like a fun part of their cruise. Like, oh, our cruise was so fun. We got to see that boat that's stranded out there.
An attraction.
Yeah, it's an attraction. But
3730?
Yeah, they got into a little bit of trouble at 30.
This is the worst idea I could possibly think
said
of.
the same thing. I was like, what are they thinking?
Well, they thought they would ease the tension and like go like everything's fine by just letting everybody have all the booze that they wanted. And based on these descriptions, it got fucking nuts.
Started giving out liquor for free. We were like, this is awesome. Free drinks. Let's go.
Yes, okay. Finally, something
It's
to do.
something.
Cruises are supposed to be fun.
It's free booze.
Can you pause?
Let's go.
That phrase, cruises are supposed to be fun. Do you know how much horrible behavior that's excused?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many people she's hurt? Because that's her justification.
You don't understand.
I mean, cruises are supposed to be fun, right?
Why aren't you having
We
fun?
were going to get married. We were getting married. I thought I was on the cruise to have fun.
We can still get married.
Yeah. I mean, I'm off the cruise now.
People were double fisting drinks, taking them back to their rooms.
It was the craziest, the busiest,
Nice.
the drunkest.
She knows.
Just give me the drink. Woo-hoo-hoo, yes.
Everything was going great. But then, there's people urinating off the side of the ship.
That's Troy. Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh shit.
People were throwing their red bags on the lifeboats. Somebody threw the poop bag and the wind blew it back on somebody sitting on the open deck downstairs.
That's funny.
And that person is like, what the fuck?
The group next to us
Pause. I love that as traumatic as this whole thing is, that dude, because this is 10 years later, and that dude is still sitting there, it's cracking him up, thinking about the time that somebody threw the ship bag off the rail, but then it blew back in, so somebody on the lower level got hit with a shit bag that was thrown off the thing, and he was like, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, if that happened in front of you, like if literally somebody got hit with a shit bag in front of you, you would have laughed in their face.
Here would have been, what the problem would have been, is that people would ask me about this, and they'd expect like a serious interview, like it was really tough, they should have been more prepared, I can't believe we lived like this, I saw this, I saw that, but instead I'd be trying to stop myself from laughing the whole time because I just want to tell about when the shit bag blew back in and hit someone.
I mean, if it hit me in the face and my glasses fell off and you were there.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
You couldn't control yourself.
There's no way. There's no way.
And Travis is like literally crying because he got hit with in face with shit.
Yeah, it probably hurts because it's heavy.
And there's a little brown on his cheek.
He's got shit.
I'm
Somebody
like-
else's shit.
My
smeared.
glasses fell in the ocean.
Yeah. Oh my god. If your glasses fell in the water, I might have to jump in myself. I go, I can't take this. This is literally the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Do you know what my favorite scene in The Office is? I love that show, The Office. Do you know what I think my favorite scene in that whole show ever is? Is when Andy drops his Skype in the water when he's on the boat. People accidentally dropping shit in the water and the boat going away is like, it's the height of comedy to me. There's nothing funnier than that, ever. And I've seen it all. So yeah, I mean, if Travis got hit with a shit bag, and then his glasses fell off his face, and then his glasses fell in the water, and he was upset.
And there's no running water to clean his face.
Oh, God, I forgot about that. That's awesome.
Like, you have to just wipe it off, but you can still smell the fecal.
And there's also blood.
A little blood.
Because it hit me in the nose.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Broke my nose.
and he'd start like complaining to like people who work there. Do you know what just happened to me? And I'd be sitting there dying.
Somebody's got to figure out who did that. That's wrong.
And me and you would just be like,
What a
fuck
fucking
you.
idiot.
Well, and you would be like following me around as I try to like get answers.
Troy and I would be following you around going, he deserved it.
But then I'll be like talking to like a manager or something, and they'll ask you like, "Well, what happened?" But you can't tell them.
I was like, you mean the old shit face over here?
No, I couldn't get a breath out. They'd be like, we need to get this gentleman medical attention before we even deal with your problem at all.
This man is hyperventilating.
He can't breathe. He's the funniest thing he's ever seen.
So clearly something happened like that. Because this
Yeah.
guy can't stop
He can't
laughing.
stop.
10 years, 12 years later.
Yeah, this is the Netflix version of that story. There's a better story. All right, you can go back to it.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
City. It was a newlywed husband and wife, and they were having sex right in front of me on the chair. I mean, there was no like, you want a sheet to put over you? No, they were right there.
That's awesome.
I don't know if they couldn't handle their liquor, but fights broke out.
It was getting very scary.
Oh, come on.
As a dad, your job is to protect, and I can do anything.
I did feel bad for this guy. You can hit pause from there, because this guy's just trying to show his 12-year-old daughter a good time.
Yeah, they're like, he's like recently divorced. They're having like.
And the way he's talking about it, he's taking it upon himself, like he did this. Like, I fucked up. And
Well,
it's like, no,
he
you
put her in this situation.
I know, but like, I mean, it's totally out of your
Right,
control.
of course.
Like, there's no way you can feel guilty about this, but I get it.
Also, I mean, I don't know if you watched like the end where they said like gave updates on everybody. They still go on cruises together.
Yeah. I wouldn't go on any more cruises.
Never go on another cruise.
Unless.
I mean, what's the likelihood of it happening again?
Let's finish this.
Yeah.
Unless Travis got hit in the face with a shitbag, then I'd be going on a cruise every 3 months.
With Travis.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a problem with me taking days off anymore. I'd take all the days off. I'm going on another cruise to see if I can find the most magnificent thing I've ever seen in my life. So then they're out there for like 3 days on the water. The tugboats finally come to bring them to Mobile, Alabama. Except when the tugboats come, the boat starts to tilt, and all that sewage becomes a major, major problem. Let's go to 4055 there.
Shit, all of it.
Ew.
It's just, it's everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Watch out.
Watch out. I'm telling you, it got bad fast. Everything overflowed into the floor and just kept overflowing.
Oh.
Ross, he was wondering.
That is slippery. You would be walking down the hallway and all of a sudden squish, 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 and you know what you're standing in. We were in excrement.
As soon as I jumped from my top bunk, I had water on my feet. And I was like, what the fuck? It was really bad. I had to hold my breath. It was disgusting.
It was everywhere.
I can't even look at it anymore. It's so gross. Pause. What the fuck?
And I was like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I got out of my bed and landed in shit water, and I was like, what the fuck? And then that same guy, by the way, I don't know if you have the clip because I didn't pull it, but you have the lasagna?
Yeah.
Okay. This is, listen to this poor guy who's like, what the fuck? Trying to figure out how to use a toilet, this poor guy. All he wants to do is use a toilet, you know?
Oh, you just crave just taking a normal shit.
Just a...
Well, this is when they figured out, the drains aren't working anymore.
Right, they're done. The drains are done. All the shit's just going to stay
And
here.
meanwhile, it's been sitting in there.
For days.
For days. Do you know how bad it gets after like a day or two?
And you said it's diarrhea central?
On the cruises?
Yeah. Oh,
And piss. You're just pissing. Look how much they're drinking.
And all the alcohol shits, too, don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I really could, like, okay, you're trying to make people not use the bathroom. Why would you give them alcohol?
Yeah.
It was a bad move.
It's the stupidest
You
thing.
throw up all over everything?
Yeah.
I mean, unless it was like, hey, the power's going to be back on in an hour. Everything will be okay. Maybe then give them
It wasn't coming back on. They were just floating there. They were just floating in the water.
Oh, my God.
Like feces.
I would just honestly take a life preserver and just jump
You
in.
would you're hundreds of miles away from
I love
land.
that. 45 minutes in, Troy puts on a life preserver and jumps in.
I'll see you guys later. I'll see you back on shore.
And then we were like, I can't believe he's dead. He's gone. Like, there's no way. And we pull up to Mobile, Alabama, and Troy's just waiting there at the dock going, guys, I told you. We should have just swam with me.
Yeah, I've been here for days.
Sit there with a pina colada.
Yeah. Flip-flops on.
Showered, looking good.
You want to hear this?
I do. This is our buddy, the chef.
And starting to smell the toilets. They weren't draining. And so it would fill up the showers and it would just sit there with nowhere to go.
That's when we realized that we are screwed.
See? People say
When
it.
Jen announces that it's going to be 2 or 3 more days,
I don't like this guy.
it's like, I don't know if I can hold it. I am not going to make it without going to the bathroom and having a number 2.
Number 2. I'm going to have a number 2.
That's what he calls it.
You make it, by the way. You don't have it.
So I start hunting for bathrooms.
Oh, this guy.
Because there was a rumor that there were bathrooms and toilets somewhere that worked.
Your toilets work? I'll see mine.
No,
Yeah.
there are toilets.
I would never tell anyone that my toilets work.
No,
But
I'd be
every
like,
time I
no,
walk into
not
a
that
bathroom,
one.
you open up the door. Nope, that one doesn't work. Go into the next one. Nope, that one's disgusting. That one doesn't work.
I really had to go. Number 2. And I found this public restroom and I go inside and it was the most nastiest thing I have ever seen in my life. People were covering the poop with the toilet paper and then again pooping on top of it. So it was a layer after layer after layer. It was like a lasagna.
Shit lasagna. They do that here sometimes.
I was going to say, that's like the Sirius XM bathroom.
Yeah, sometimes they do that here.
We'll be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
5 minutes, like it crashed
Like very, very quickly after takeoff.
pretty quickly. It was a big 787. I don't even think Nathan has flown one of those. 242 people on board. And it was one of those flights, it was one of those crashes where just look, it was catastrophic. You know, you look at it and while they haven't officially announced a death number or anything, nobody's looking at that thinking that anybody survived. You know, nobody, you're just going like, we lost all those people. This is a tragedy. This is horrible. And it still is. But then come to find out that apparently one person survived this crash.
Did you see the video of him like walking out of the crash?
No.
Mike, just search on Twitter Air India survivor.
Yeah. I mean,
That's crazy.
just like looking at, I mean, I don't even know what goes through your head. Either you have some of the worst survivor's remorse, you know, because that's a thing. People get, like, it develops complexes in people. They get survivor's remorse.
Well, some people do think that he's lying.
That he did not survive the crash?
Some people do think that he just walked out from the crash area.
Well, wouldn't they know if he was on the flight or not? Wouldn't
I don't
he be
know
on
if
a
they have the
registry?
manifest. I don't know.
Have a flight. Who's on the flight?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know about
I'm
flight
just
logs
saying
until Epstein.
it's
but,
a theory.
This guy's like, what?
What
I
are you
think
talking
everybody's
about?
fine.
No, I was on that plane.
Are those scorch marks on his back? Eee. So, this coming right from the crash?
Yeah. There's a video of him actually like walking out of the crash.
And he's like saying, guys, leave me alone. He's pushing people away.
Yeah.
He's got scorch marks, a little blood on his shirt. It looks like burn mark on his face.
No, I'm just saying that there are, like anything, conspiracy theorists who immediately are like, this guy's lying. There's no possible way he survived. I don't believe that.
Right. But of course, you know.
But people watch interviews with him, and they're just like, this man's lying.
False flag.
Yeah. False flag for what?
I don't know. And I don't know, like, how, like, what did he buy a ticket and then, like, not get on the plane and then
get to the crash site?
Get to the crash site and then walk away from the crash site with makeup on? I don't understand. Okay, so here's the wreckage and everything. You see the flames coming up.
You see him in the right?
People
you see him to the right, walking through?
I mean, it's really fucked up that he's just walking out, like, and just walking, not like, he's not limping, he's not like in a daze, he's not.
If that really happened, you'd probably be in a state of shock.
Right, so where he's just walking forward, I'm just walking.
Am I really here?
Right. And that's possible. Like the idea that he may have walked and then eventually just passed out because he's in a state of shock right now. His body is just moving him without his brain telling him what to do. Yeah, because that's what either this guy ends up with, like, because that means 241 people died, and he is the 242nd. Like, either you could think you're a god, but I'm here for a reason. You could have terrible survivor's remorse and guilt, where you're sitting there going, why all them and not me? And that becomes a complex for the rest of your life. You could just go like, that was fucked up. I mean, I would be checking him because it feels very Final Destination. Yeah. Where it feels like, death has a plan, and if you escaped it, that's bad news for you. Although, usually in Final Destination, it would have to be some kind of like he saw it before it happened. And then that's how he avoided it. If you just survived it, that feels like death's fuck up, which would mean that it wouldn't come after you, I would think, by the rules of Final Destination. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but it is crazy to see this guy. And he really is. You just see one human walking from this cloud of just flames and black smoke covering the air.
And he's like, what happened?
What are you guys all doing here?
He gave an interview in the hospital.
Okay.
Saying like, there was flames and then I just got out of there.
Oh, like he didn't have a lot of specifics.
Well, yeah, here, listen.
But also, can you... Yeah, okay.
He's speaking in English.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Great.
I can't...
How did you manage to escape?
I just...
Did you pull the emergency doors?
No. Emergency door is broken.
Yeah.
My seat is broken.
Yeah.
Then I see the place little bit.
Yeah.
Then I will try to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So, did the aircraft catch fire before you came out?
Yes. Okay. A little bit fire. After me, I'm out. Then blast.
Oh, okay. So, did anybody help you, or you after that you came out on your own? How did you jump from the aircraft?
I'm not jumping.
Okay.
I just walk out, innit?
Okay.
Then ambulance coming in.
You did walk out on the building, or
No, in floor.
On the floor.
Yes. Inside the aeroplane.
I was there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Wait.
Okay. All
and
right.
you managed to get into the ambulance.
I'm starting to get on board.
What did Prime Minister tell you? What was the conversation?
He's just asking me everything is okay. Innit? That's it.
You're feeling better now.
Yes.
And where your family? Where's your family? Are you
Everybody's in London.
Okay. The whole family.
Yeah.
Troy?
I'm starting to think this guy's full of shit.
I mean, like, listen.
Sam?
Listen. I was like going, oh, listen, he went through something traumatic. He could, like, just not remembering things clearly, I mean, he said that he, like walked on the plane, he said. Like, literally, like, he was in the plane, he got up out of his seat and walked. Which, like...
He's like, I guess we're here.
When a plane crashes, it's not like it lands and then you could, like, walk on it and then it blows up.
Right.
Like, it kind of blows up on impact.
Like, with the video.
It
literally, like, it goes down and goes...
And then it crashed onto a building?
Yeah, it crashed, like, into a building. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's saying, like, it didn't land on the floor.
Right.
It landed in a building.
And he's like, nah.
And he's like, no. I mean, I got out, and then right after I got out, it blew up.
I mean, maybe he just blacked out and didn't remember exactly what happened.
And so he's kind of faking it.
Trying to fill in the blanks.
Maybe he did black out, doesn't remember how he escaped, is somehow embarrassed and not used to the media.
Maybe.
And so he's just trying to answer questions. But, I mean, good on the reporter for asking follow-ups, because that doesn't make any sense what he just said.
No.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I mean, Air India obviously knows who's all on that plane.
Yeah, have they researched?
I have not seen anything that has been like, this man is lying, and it's been days.
But like just people watch it, just like us, like dumbasses are going like.
No, I think people who are
we're in the dumbass category.
Who have one eye open.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just going on by what this guy said.
Right.
It seems like what he says is full. He's full of shit.
Right.
But
maybe he's full of shit because he doesn't actually even remember what happened, and he's just trying to.
He was in a state of shock,
and maybe he still is in a state of shock.
I mean, this is his ticket.
Okay. I mean, he's got stamped.
It's nice he still has it with him.
Well, yeah, he was carrying his phone out in that video where you saw him walking from the plane.
Still got his phone?
Well, I mean, you got to have your phone.
Well, it's in your pants pocket. I mean.
Made all the horror of the Air India plane crashes. Piers talking.
And he wouldn't lie.
This story of British national from Leicester, who was in seat 11A, being the sole survivor and walking away with just a few scratches is truly astonishing. Well, hopefully he's going to get on Piers then. You know Piers is already working on having him on.
If he's based.
No, because Piers will let you on, because Piers will go after you.
Piers will just do wild shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very intrigued by the whole story.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Because, by the way, even regardless, it's a wild story. I'll tell you what seat I'm getting.
What's wild?
Everything about it.
If he survived.
He survived.
Oh, he's there.
I'm telling you right now, this man is a survivor of the plane crash.
Okay, you're back on.
No.
Okay.
You are also a survivor of the plane crash. The plane crashed, you survived.
I survived.
Plane crash, Troy, congratulations, you survived as well.
Thanks, buddy.
The question is, you were not, I'll tell you this, though. I know for goddamn sure you were not on that plane.
No.
So, just because you survived doesn't mean...
Would it be funny if he was in the building and it crashed into, and then he's like, I'm just going to spin this and be like...
Yeah, but...
Picked up a ticket from the ground, he's like, no, it's me.
But his name is on the ticket.
As far as I know,
don't say as far as I know. There's a picture of it. You're looking at it.
There's a name on that ticket.
What, you think you went full Don Draper? I don't think you can do that in 2025. You think you went full Don Draper and just pulled it off of somebody and be like, I will live as this man now?
I'm just saying.
What if he goes home to his family and they're like, you're not the guy. Like, you're not him.
Maybe he just walks away like Kevin Spacey at the end of Usual Suspects.
I mean, I guess, but they said we're talking about his family.
I've seen nothing, and the internet likes to search, that has broken apart this guy's story.
Okay.
It's just a weird interview.
It's a real like, hey, get off my back. What do you want?
Right. It's a very strange interview.
Why are you talking to me?
And it's an insane scenario.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we also try to make sense of the insane.
Well, yeah, because one person should not survive a plane crash just walking away.
I will say, whether anybody believes it or not, that this happened or not, next time I got on a plane, I'm going for 11A first. That's my seat.
That was the first thing my wife said. Do you think they're going to start charging extra for 11A?
100%.
You think so?
100%. This is the survive seat.
Yeah,
Survivor
you're good
seat.
here.
Yeah. Man. I mean, either way, it's a crazy-ass story.
Yeah.
But one way it gets a doc.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
One way it gets an interview on television. The other way it gets the full doc treatment.
Either incredible man survives plane crash, or man lied about everything and tried to steal valor for.
That's right, and we get 6 parts. Man, yeah. But like you said, I mean, I would think this interview happened very, very close to when he went to the hospital. He's still wearing his scrubs, right?
Oh yeah, I think this was out on like Friday. Like the plane crash happened on Thursday, and I think the interview came out like on Friday.
So he could still be in massive shock.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And he's got his plane ticket.
He's got somebody's plane ticket.
I don't think he's trying to steal somebody's identity.
You think that would be an easy one to be like, hey, buddy, that's not your name on that ticket.
That would be the easy one. Especially if the person on that ticket has a family.
Right.
Also, the ticket has no scorch marks on it.
Well, it could be in your pocket. He's not scorched.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, if he stole the ticket from somebody else, to go in, by the way, the plane just crashed.
Yeah, so to start going through people's trying to look for plane tickets.
Right, to go into a freshly crashed plane that is literally still on fire and could explode again. Because here's the thing about planes that are going to a different country that just now crashed, there's a lot of gas in them.
Oh, yeah.
It was 5 minutes into the trip. There's a lot of gas in the plane. To go onto the plane, pickpocket 11A,
Which means even if you went in the front of the plane, you got to go all the way down to 11. Pickpocket that guy.
Maybe that's where you ended up. Maybe you didn't put your seatbelt on and you ended up around like.
Luckily, he's got no scorch marks on him whatsoever. His pocket, he's got iron pants.
He got his phone. His phone's fine.
Well, no, because your working theory is that he stole somebody's boarding pass.
No. That's not my theory. I'm just saying that
sounded
could
like it was
happen.
Didn't it? It sounds like Travis is trying to have his cake and eat it too.
I mean, halfway through the video, Troy was like, "Nah."
Troy will tell me how he feels, though. Troy doesn't mind. You like to kind of skirt the issue so that way you could be right no matter what.
People
True or
are
false,
saying.
Troy. Generally speaking with Travis.
Put me on the spot.
Generally speaking with Travis.
He's just asking about me. You're good with that.
Generally speaking with Travis, does he like to skirt issues so he can be right no matter what?
Yes.
Okay, that's all. And Troy will give me a straight answer. True or false?
Yes, I will.
See?
I'm just saying.
And Troy, a lot of times you're wrong. True or false?
Yes.
So?
I'm working the theory out as we go.
It's a crazy theory, regardless.
Even
if
a crazy story, regardless.
Crazy story, regardless. If this guy walked out of that, or if he's completely faking it, it's still crazy.
I'm happy either way, to tell you the truth, for different reasons.
Yeah, say it.
For completely different reasons. I mean,
if it turns out he's faking, he would be great on Traders.
He'd be amazing, because it's like it takes so much balls.
Yeah.
To just be like, yeah, this is my plane ticket.
And
right
like
here.
everybody believed you.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what's not to believe?
I am a faithful. Yeah, well, he's telling the truth.
Well, that guy's not lying. Plane crash guy is not lying. You know the guy famous for lying about the plane crashes on Traders now? Yeah, I mean, I just can't. I mean, if the plane ticket, because your theory that you presented, Travis, yes, you did. You at least presented the theory. I didn't ask if you believed it. You presented it. Was that you said he's got a plane ticket? That's what you said.
Yeah.
Troy, did Travis say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said yeah.
So
Yeah.
the theory that you have presented,
Go ahead.
is that you took someone else's plane ticket.
Yes. If he wasn't on that plane.
I know. Stop trying to get
he
one
was-
foot in, one foot out. Malcolm sees right through you. Malcolm, don't be like this, dude. I know you're looking for a mentor. It's better to be wrong and to be principled than to have no scruples.
I'm principled.
You're not.
Sure I am.
You have no principles or scruples. Troy, I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Oh, you're killing me today.
I know. Travis, would you say he has scruples?
No.
Okay, so there it is. And you're not insulted. I'm not. Travis, you can't be mad at Troy.
The plane is right in that in that building.
Man, it really did penetrate that building.
And he's like, yeah, no, I just got out.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he literally walked out and took the elevator down from that building.
That's right. So the elevator still works, and maybe the plane blew up right after he got out.
Maybe.
Or
maybe not. Maybe he was in the building and he's like, oh, damn, I could cash in on this.
Let me go into the flaming plane, get somebody's plane ticket out of their pocket, put a little soot on my shoulder, and so you're saying maybe looked like there was some marks on his face.
Maybe he got those marks when the plane crashed into the building.
Or maybe he got them when he went on the plane to steal somebody else's ticket.
That's also, see, now you're starting to make sense.
Yeah, I mean...
By the way, the flight manifest was published by authorities following the crash, listed the passenger in seat 11A as this person, a British citizen.
Okay.
But do we know that that's him?
You see what he's doing?
Check it. Well, I mean, he's playing devil's advocate.
Yeah,
No, he's playing devil's advocate, but he's also trying to walk you into
I'm
agreeing with
just working out the theory.
He's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so he could be right no matter what.
I like to straddle the line.
Yeah, you straddle it. It's not the only thing you straddle. That's how you got the gig. Straddling the line, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Very crazy. I think he will be on Piers.
I hope so.
I think he absolutely will be on Piers. Piers is if he's from England, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Piers he's a god over there.
Sure.
And I'm sure Piers doesn't mind.
Piers is a god over there? Is that what you just said?
In England? Yeah.
They love him.
They still love
Piers.
him?
They love him. He's got one of the biggest shows in the world.
What show?
Piers Morgan Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that just on the internet?
Bro, it's on British TV, bro.
Is it? Okay.
Hell yeah,
I don't
bro.
know.
Yeah, dude.
I love Piers. But I thought everybody turned on him.
He's straddling the line again. Listen to this guy.
I'm saying unequivocally.
Don't be like this. Don't be like this. You hear him straddling the line, right?
What line am I straddling?
Why put me on the spot?
Okay.
Stop putting Troy on the spot.
Yeah, I don't want to do this today.
I understand.
This might be his last day.
Troy, I got to ask you.
I don't want to end the day on a bad note.
I got to ask you a question.
Oh, Sam,
when it comes to Piers Morgan,
Yeah.
is Travis straddling the line again?
Yes.
Okay.
I said I like Piers.
But everything is this.
I thought everybody turned on him. Didn't he get fired from that morning show? Then he was like on the Daily Mail, and everybody hated him when he was doing the
But
Daily
they love
Mail.
him now because he's back. Because he's like the Jerry Springer of YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, they fired him from the morning show, but then he. But they thought a lot of people thought it was an unjust firing.
Okay.
So then he was able to come back to prominence with his chat show in the UK. Plus, I mean, the UK loves tabloids.
Yeah.
They've always have.
They're the kings.
They literally ran Princess Di into a wall because they love tabloids so much.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. I mean, they love that stuff over there. So the fact that Piers just like leans into it all the way, and I'll bet he doesn't mind throwing a couple of dollars at a guest.
Sure.
You know what I mean? If it means being the first to book, I mean, I'll bet. I don't know, but I'll bet. That's my prediction. That we'll see this dude on Piers Morgan.
I hope so.
And we will analyze that interview.
Pierce needs to get to the bottom of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Piers is going to press him hard.
Well, I think the reason
Piers
Piers...
on Theo Von.
That's
Theo.
the second round.
Yeah, you could go on Theo. Theo, yeah. Yeah.
You got to get the first big one out of the way.
That's the newsworthy one.
And then
when it's time to get to know you, then you go on Theo, and then you launch Talk Tua. You know? Actually, he goes, a lot of people don't realize this. I have a lot to say myself. It's good that I survived the plane crash because I have quite a bit to say. I'm launching my own show, my own podcast. Oh, good. You remember the guy who survived the Air India crash? No.
Got a lot to say.
Well, he's got a podcast.
I mean, it doesn't sound like a good talker. I don't know why he would do it.
Well, he's in shock.
Bro, he just escaped death.
Maybe he'll go on Bad Friends.
Bro, can you imagine? You survive a massive plane crash. You're the sole survivor.
It's crazy.
And you got some jerk off on the radio going, he's not that good at interviews.
You were saying the same thing.
He just said that, right? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that?
Hey.
You can't, right?
I can't.
You both watched that interview.
Wait. Try. Like, shut your eyes and try to imagine it.
Okay, go ahead.
Why are you putting
You just survived a plane crash.
Right.
Everybody else is dead. Oh. You just walked off, and then the plane blew up right after you walked off.
Okay, yeah.
Now you're walking into a sea of people.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
Yep.
Now you're going into the hospital. Mm-hmm. Now there's some reporter that's asking you questions of a thing that you have been traumatized by, that plane crash that you just survived.
Okay.
Then you finally lay back down after the reporter leaves, and you turn on Sirius XM. And there's some jerk off, not even a host, a producer with a mic, who's saying...
Oh, it makes it even worse. Go ahead.
Who's saying, man, that guy's bad at interviews. He shouldn't do a podcast.
Oh.
How can you imagine that? Or no?
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
You think he should do a podcast?
I'd like to hear what he's got to say.
I want to see him parlay this into something.
I would too. I love it. And really, podcasting is it.
Yeah.
Podcasting.
You would like and subscribe.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would. I probably hit the Patreon. I want to get my name in the credits. Yeah, I want to get my name on the cork board. I want to get my name on the wall behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm wrong.
I want to get an executive producer credit. I get the highest tier. For my sole survivors.
He'll definitely be on Green Screen Podcast Network.
Green Screen Podcast Network is hiring right now.
Yeah.
He's not going to replace me, is he? No, Mike, you're fine. Coming soon to Green Screen Podcast Network, it's Soul Survivor.
I don't know if Bet Rivers can afford both of them.
Well, I mean, if people had bet on that plane crash and the amount of survivors, whoever bet on him would have won a lot of money.
That's true.
Would have won a lot of money.
He could do live reads.
Yes, he could. Although, according to you, he can't.
Well, no. I mean,
you said he can't talk.
You guys were both watching the same interview, and you were both raising your eyebrows like, ooh, I don't know about this.
But what did you say?
I don't remember. What did I say?
What is he bad at?
Oh, talking.
Oh, I can't imagine.
He shouldn't do a podcast.
Oh, not
you
after
heard the interview? He's like, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, God, not after surviving a plane crash. He has to hear that. Just so you know, the words of Travis are not the words of the show.
You disavow?
We totally disavow, because you're a hater and have always been a hater. Troy, I got to put you on the spot again.
Sam, stop it.
I got to. I have to. Is Travis a hater?
Yes.
No, I'm not
All
a
right.
hater.
All right. I just wanted it on the record.
Killing me today.
I know. I'm sorry.
Starting the week off bad.
No, I know.
This could be his final week.
Final day.
Final day.
I might say goodbye to you guys forever.
It could
So I
be,
walk out that door.
or guess what?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what's going to end up happening?
See you for the next 40 years.
Here's what's going to end up happening.
Yeah.
You're going to be in a plane crash with 241 other people. You're going to, not only are you going to survive the plane crash, but you're already going to be like, what? Why would I survive the plane crash?
I'd be like, what?
What the fuck? Then you're going to be like, you're going to be stressed out already because this is supposed to be it. And you're going to turn on the radio and Travis is going to be like, he's not very good at interviews. You're going to go, you gotta be kidding me. What the
I would never say that about Troy.
After all this one is still shitting on me?
I just survived death?
Yeah.
And this is what he's saying?
He shouldn't do a podcast is what he'd be saying.
He's a bad talker.
He's a bad talker. I don't even think he should be on Piers Morgan is what this one would be saying.
Not even on Piers?
That's what he'd say.
No, I want to hear him on Piers because if anybody's going to pull that story apart, it's going to be Piers.
I think Piers put out the tweet about what an amazing story it is because he's laying the groundwork.
Smart. Of course he is.
Piers is a friend. We'll do Piers' show. And then Piers is like,
families from London.
What do you say to the people who are confused by how this could even happen? You said you walked off on the floor. You were in a building.
Yeah. See? There's holes in the story.
Right. Yes. But it's a classless thing to say.
I don't think it's classless.
Well, you're coming
I'm not saying I wish he was dead. I'm not saying that I wish he was dead. I'm just saying there's holes in the story. Troy agrees. You agree.
Not to your...
Listen to his interview.
Not to your... What did you think of the interview?
It's horrible.
Oh,
he can't
my
speak.
God.
He shouldn't do a podcast.
This guy had no idea that he was going to be interviewed after surviving.
Oh, what do you got to be prepared?
Well, if you're getting interviewed, sometimes you're not a good talker.
Somebody...
And is he a good talker?
You know what it is?
No, Travis.
No, see?
Wait, you know why Travis is so cranky?
Why?
Because he's hurting today.
Why? Travis is hurting?
Yeah.
Why am I hurting?
He's hungover.
Oh.
Is it a bender?
You think I was at a track meet all day just knock him back?
Of course he was.
He was celebrating.
He was celebrating himself. He was celebrating himself, and he was drinking in the sun at a track meet.
And you just sweat it out so you don't feel it, so you just keep drinking more.
We walked in here. I was like, man, it stinks like booze in here. It's him.
Oh, it all comes together, doesn't it?
See.
Oh.
Malcolm, do you know that? Travis will walk in, it'll stink so bad in here like alcohol. It's him.
Malcolm, don't listen.
Actually, when I came in this morning, I had to, talk to Travis to get all the materials, and he was shaking. It was scary.
Oh, no.
Is that why you ran out so fast?
Yeah, the shakes?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even see you at first because you were vomiting in the bathroom when I first came.
Wow.
I was trying to tell Malcolm a story, and he was just like, and he just kept backing out, like, real quick from the office.
Malcolm, what's it like to lose a hero within a week? Is that tough?
First Brian Wilson, not Travis.
Yeah.
I don't know how much more I can take on.
Wow.
It's rough. Wait till Troy just dies.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be dead. But just to adopt a mentor, and then within a matter of days, watch it crumble in front of you. This is terrible.
It's a life lesson.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Matt in Minnesota. What's up, Matt?
Hey, didn't that movie Unbreakable, Bruce Willis survive? Only survivor?
Oh, wow. You think this guy's the new Unbreakable? Watch out. Watch out for watch out for Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
He's a super villain. Wow, maybe he is. Thank you, Matt. Oh, thank you, Matt. Maybe this is the that sounds like that guy with no chin from Minnesota. Maybe this is
Why you gotta be like that?
What are you talking about?
Funny?
Yeah, exactly. Because they pay me.
You said the guy who called that was trying to help you out sounds like he's got no chin, and he's like the murderer in Minnesota.
Oh, I forgot that's what that guy did.
Yeah.
That's honestly
accused.
Allegedly. For the record. Yeah, this is a Mr. Glass scenario.
Yeah.
I think they should do a panel on Piers with this guy and M. Night.
What's M. Night going to say?
Well, probably just
had a good idea 30 years ago?
What the fuck? Are you coming on here and disrespecting M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Bro. What the fuck?
Did you see that beach movie?
It was all right. I don't think he stuck the landing perfectly, but neither did this plane. I don't is it perfect? No, but he has ton.
You see The Village?
Yes, The Village, where Bryce Dallas Howard got her start.
She's perfect.
Perfect. He's disrespecting M. Night Shyamalan now?
You see The Signs?
People love Signs.
Who?
Mel.
Mel loves and hates a lot of things.
No, people do like Signs. People think Signs is like an underappreciated one. They, look, M. Night went through a lot because Sixth Sense was so well received that it becomes difficult to follow it. But there are plenty of people who like Signs.
You see Blutista in the Cabin or whatever that movie
The Cabin was great.
Was it? I didn't see it.
Knock at the Cabin Door. We like Knock at the Cabin Door. Okay. People like they definitely like Unbreakable.
Unbreakable's good.
Unbreakable was good.
Split is very
Split
good.
was incredible.
It was a letdown for
Part 3?
Yeah.
What was it called again?
Was it just Unbreakable 2?
Unbreakable 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah, something like that. No, it was no, it had a different name.
I know.
What was the third part of it? It was Unbreakable, then Split, then a third one. Which, that was just a fun one. That was a climactic build. Glass was a climactic build. That was fine. There was the one about going to Grandma's house that was shot on a very low budget that was awesome. Don't disrespect that night.
You're going to sit here and tell me that he's got more movies that are good than bad?
This is going back into the Tim Burton thing.
No, it's not.
You're such an incredible hater.
M. Night is not a goat.
Can you imagine doing one of the greatest twists of all time and you're like, yeah, but I didn't like The Village?
Yeah, you had a good idea. It was a great idea. One of the best ideas of all time.
He's had multiple good ideas, and he's a goat.
He absolutely not.
And he writes and directs his own stuff.
You see Trap?
Yeah, I saw Trap.
How was Trap?
The Trap wasn't the best. Trap wasn't the best. Trap felt like a vehicle to get his daughter's recording career started. That's what it felt like to me.
That's right. Isn't
that
his
disappointing.
daughter?
Am I going to tell you it was disappointing? Yes. Okay. For me, I was happy to see Josh Hartnett in something. I was happy to see M. Night back in the theaters. I went to go see it in theaters. It was dumb.
He's not a goat. That's an insane thing to say.
Of course he's a goat. M. Night rules hard.
He has one of probably the greatest twist of any movie that I've ever seen.
No, because he did Sixth Sense, he did Unbreakable, he did Split.
Yeah, but then he's just like, oh, let me do it again. Let me do
Grandma's House.
I don't think that's the name of the movie. Is it Grandma's House?
No, you're thinking of Grandma's Boy. The Visitor?
The Visit, yeah.
The Visit? Okay.
Close, whatever.
Do we like The Visit? You saw The Visit?
I haven't. That was kind of bad.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, I'm too young.
You were too young. You didn't understand. It probably went way over your head. It's very, very complicated.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It
Very
doesn't.
complicated.
No, M. Night rules.
No.
Idiot. And for you to come in here and hate people.
Call me an idiot.
And by the way, you're right. You're right. People don't like that. It's mean. But I would like to say, you're like, oh, he had one good idea. That's one more than you.
I'm not saying I'm better than M. Night.
Well, then you should be hated on more than you're hating on M. Night. And how would that feel for you? Bad or good?
Bad.
Okay.
Old. Give me a break.
Which one was old?
Old was the beach
movie.
The beach movie.
That was good.
Sixth Sense.
Okay.
Unbreakable.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm putting it over here.
Okay.
Signs I will give.
People like Signs.
Yes.
People do like Signs.
The Village goes over here.
That's fine.
Lady in the Water.
It's not for me.
The Happening.
I love a happening usually. That's really what's interesting about that. But to be fair, by the way, Lady in the Water and The Happening is when he got mainstream and they convinced him to do big Hollywood blockbusters. To be fair, they convinced him to do Hollywood blockbusters. He should never have done them, to be fair.
There's no qualifying here.
I just qualified it, so
No.
guess what? Check the apostrophe and what's behind it. We're qualifying.
Sam Roberts.
So, Troy, are we qualifying then?
Absolutely.
The Visit goes over here.
Visit, yep, thank you.
Split goes over here.
No, Split rules.
Yeah, this is the rules. This is the rules hand.
And Visit's on rules hand.
No, Visit's over here.
You didn't even see it.
Is it good?
It fucking rules. It's on the rules hand. That's 5-3 right now.
Are you fucking with me?
Nope. I like The Visit.
All right. Okay. Fine.
And Malcolm doesn't know. Malcolm's a fucking ballerina. What does he know about movies?
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Well,
Nutcracker is one of the great movies of all time.
Listen, I'm getting hostile, Malcolm, and I apologize.
All right, take it on poor man.
I know he did nothing to deserve, but you know how Travis gets.
He's already
you.
lost his hero.
You know how Travis gets you, and yeah, he lost a hero tonight.
Glass. I'm putting it over here.
On the not rules.
Yeah.
Glass does not rule. That's fine.
Old. Right over here.
Fine. Old doesn't.
Now we're tied. It's 5-5.
Fine. Old doesn't rule. Oh, I hope the next one's not the last one.
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin is good.
Trap.
So we're 50-50.
50-50 does not make you a goat.
Oh, really? Ask the Baseball Hall of Fame. With your Orioles sweatshirt on.
Okay.
50,
Yeah, if you hit
50,
500, yeah, you're the greatest player that ever lived.
What year you are? What year? By the way,
but if half your movies suck,
to be fair, I hand out the GOAT title to everyone.
You do. You're
everyone
so
I like
liberal
is a
with
GOAT. I mean, I'll give it to everyone. The whole context behind it is lost on me.
Pass him out like Who Kids passes out his N-word cards.
I do. I pass them out like that meme of Floyd Mayweather just passing out those dollar bills. There's a GOAT for you, a GOAT for you, a GOAT for you. When did Sixth Sense come out? 96?
Hang on. Let me go back. 99.
99. So you're telling me over the course of 26 years.
Yeah.
No. 26. Don't take that away from him.
25. He hasn't put anything out this year.
But it still counts. This is a year. Over the course of 26 years, he's 50-50, and he's writing, directing, and he always is expected to have a twist, which is
He's only expected to have those twists because he made everybody expect
his movie. You have to have the twist.
If he had done a movie without a twist after Sixth Sense, people would have been like, "Oh, this guy can do other stuff. That's cool."
He does a twist,
but instead he was like, "Hey, guess what? You like that? Come on, I got
okay, fine. That's like saying Kevin Smith should be making movies without a bunch of weed jokes in them,
he's done that.
How's that go?
Tusk.
I do like Tusk. Actually.
Yeah, see?
Actually, Tusk is pretty good. But to be fair, there aren't a bunch of weed jokes in it, but he got super high and wrote that movie. So,
that's true.
So technically the whole movie is a weed joke.
If half of your movies in 25 years are not good.
But half of them are great.
Great?
Too good. There's a sliding scale. You didn't let me finish.
You hand out goats way too easy.
No.
Greatest of all time.
M. Night and Tim Burton are both goats.
And it's like, oh, let's go through Tarantino's movies. Oh,
GOAT is
10 for 10.
Okay, well, Tarantino is like one of the goated goats.
No, there's not levels of goatness.
Of course there's levels to goatness.
No.
Troy.
That's why there's a goat.
Tarantino's not a goat?
No, that's not the argument. Here's my question.
He's saying that there's
True or
minor
false?
goats and major goats.
True or false? There's levels to
Malcolm
this shit.
agrees?
Absolutely.
I agree with Sam because there's the term goated. Why would there be the term goated if there was only one supreme goat for everything? I feel like goat is a state
but
of
he
mind.
hands them out.
No, you're a boomer, dude.
You hand them out too. Stop saying.
Damn, bro.
Bro, you're a boomer, dude. You don't understand
trying
that,
to say-
like,
no.
all of a sudden you just got goated. Like, I get goated, like, a lot.
Yeah, but you're a goat.
On the reg, yeah. Like, it's like, oh, that now you're goated again. I'm goated at Little League coaching. I've only ever got one trophy.
Okay, but
I'm still goated.
You're like the Tarantino of radio.
That's sick. Thank you.
With all the feet stuff too.
Yeah, with the feet.
I mean, look, you get to go with the pen in there. You know what I mean? You gotta have it. You gotta have the whole
Keep
package.
making Troy wear flip flops to work. He doesn't want to.
I want to see what he's working with. How far those tattoos go down is what I say.
No, you pass out way too many goats.
If people are goated, people are goated. That's it.
M. Night is not goated. He's got a goated movie.
He's got multiple goated movies.
No, he does not.
He's 50-50. That's goated.
50-50 in good, in passable movies.
But not passable.
In
Good,
like-
and he's
okay,
a
that was
writer-director. He's creating his own thing completely from scratch.
You're putting him in a category with Tarantino and PTA and like actual goats that write and direct their own movies.
He's also a goat. He's just a genre goat. You can be a genre goat.
You are moving those lines.
You can be a genre goat.
He's not a genre goat.
You can be a throat goat?
You can be a throat goat, a genre goat.
Yeah, you can be a genre goat, but he's not. He created his own.
Jordan Peele's a goat too.
No, not yet.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not yet.
No, he went 3 for 3. Excellent.
He's 2 for 3.
You're an idiot. Sorry.
I didn't like Nope. Stop calling people idiots.
You're right. I told you weren't allowed. I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No. You need to have. You have to have a certain amount of movies before we can start having a goat conversation.
That's not.
He
true.
could get there because I mean,
M. Night got goated after one movie.
No, the movie is goated.
M. Night did the
M.
movie.
Night is not.
Troy's goated. He got one double platinum. Honestly, I goated Troy after the first platinum record. So, congrats, you're still goated.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, you didn't need them both, like this weirdo and his rules.
What was Jordan's second movie? I can't place that. What?
It was first. Us is goated.
Us. Yeah, Get Out and Us. Great movies.
And Nope is great too.
To you.
Yeah.
But you have to have more than 3 movies under your belt before we start talking about that conversation.
No, you don't. You really
just
don't.
throw them out. Nobody.
Malcolm.
You
Jordan
walk
Peele's
out of
goated,
the.
isn't he?
Have you seen the trailer for his new one that's coming out?
Yeah,
it looks fucking awesome.
It looks awesome, and trust me, I wanted to like Nope. I really did. I love Jordan Peele.
Except you're a jerk.
I'm not a jerk.
I'm gonna say jerk instead of idiot.
It just didn't hit with me.
You're a jerk, though.
I'm like the jerk, like Steve Martin.
Yeah, however you want to take it. Yeah. Can you imagine being Jordan Peele and being like, "Oh, I just hope the next one impresses Travis"?
He's not hoping. I'm just telling you.
I hope the next one impresses Travis enough to think I'm a goat. Like the balls on this guy.
You walk out of a movie, you're like another goat.
I do. Sometimes I will say that.
Like,
you know,
make it mean something.
Ryan Coogler's a goat.
No, he's not.
Get the fuck out of here with Ryan Coogler's not a goat.
He's making great movies.
That's what does the G stand for?
Of all time.
I said the G. Malcolm nodded his head when I said Ryan Coogler's a goat.
Yeah, because he wants to impress
True
you.
or false? Ryan Coogler's a goat.
You're racist, bro.
Are you racist?
Oh,
dude?
you know what? Because Jordan Peele.
You didn't have your 99
Oh my
bananas this
God.
morning. You're racist.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, Tarantino.
He said Tarantino and
M. Night's Brown.
Oh my God. You said P.T. Anderson and Tarantino. What about Scorsese?
Goat.
Oh my God.
Super goat.
What about the Coen brothers?
Goats.
Both?
Goats, yeah, both.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And the Farrelly brothers.
The Farrelly brothers are goated?
Yeah.
Oh my God. But
Spike Lee's had some misses.
How about James Gunn?
Goat.
Ryan Coogler?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Oh my God. And we're going to have to go through Spike Lee's filmography before we
I would have to look at it before I made a decision.
Oh my God. This is ugly. This is an ugly side to you, dude. Malcolm, thank God you exposed him.
You're welcome, man.
By the way, Spike Lee's probably about 50-50 on movies.
Yeah, but Spike Lee's a goat.
Okay.
I understand your point. Like, you are making a good point there, because Spike Lee has had some serious misses.
Oh, of course, but he's had some serious hits.
Yeah, but he's just he's revolutionary.
That's right.
M. Night had a good movie with a twist.
Bro,
the twists have been done before.
Everybody said, oh, this is like an M. Night movie. That's what they say.
Well, yeah, because that's the greatest twist of all time.
What did he, like... He literally used the G, the O, the A, and the T in describing it.
I've said it before. That the movie, that doesn't mean he is.
So what are you giving it to, Haley Joel Osment? Who's
No.
getting the trophy?
The movie.
Okay, good. The movie's going to go up and accept it.
Yeah.
Malcolm, you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, this is insane.
This is like little brother logic that he's pulling right now.
I know. He's a boomer, dude.
No, I have more reverence.
He's going to call me later for computer help.
I just think that you pass that out way too liberally.
There's a lot of goated people.
Just like Troy tells everybody he loves them all the time, and the word loses the meaning.
No, you have a lot of love to give, right?
The word's losing the meaning with you. You're like, yeah, he's a goat, that's a goat. Everything's a goat.
I could only hope to love as many people as Troy does. And to have made love to as many people as Troy has.
That's impossible.
You know what I'm saying, right? I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about before. You did a lot.
Like, so much.
Oh, my God. So much. Malcolm, you have no idea.
I've looked at the Reddit. I've seen some...
Nice. That's a good spot to look.
That's a bad place.
Like Troy's,
is it? Oh.
Troy's goated.
No.
Sex goated?
Yeah.
For sure.
He got a plaque and everything. It's upstairs.
Oh,
You got a sex goat plaque?
no.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Like, no. No. Just move on.
I'll bring it down tomorrow.
Move on.
We should put it over on your table.
Do you think we should put it on a table or move on?
Move on.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
It's too much with it.
much.
Right? Yeah. Just been dragging Travis through the coals for 15 minutes. 30 seconds on you, you're like, enough! I'm with you, Troy.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show. We're back with Sam Roberts Show.
Remember I told you when I was in Los Angeles, I had extreme social difficulties? I did it again. I know. I did it again. I don't know what's... And I was prepared, and I go, well, that's not going to happen again. And since then, by the way, I have had numerous interactions that have been good socially, whether it's like... I've run into somebody who I hadn't seen in many years, like somebody who I knew like way, like, you know, in high school or something. Great social interaction, pulled it off perfectly. You know, all these. I've approached people that I wouldn't have necessarily approached an initiated conversation trying to kick out. Because you remember I told you that I went to this gathering in Los Angeles like last month or whenever it was, and I mean collapsed. It was terrible. It was a calamity is what it was. People just coming up to me and starting conversations, and I couldn't maintain a conversation with any of them. And I take all the blame. It's my fault. I'm the one who did it. And it wasn't due to a lack of interest. It wasn't because, I was being a dick or something like that. It was because that part of my brain could not become activated. And then it panicked. Instead of going like, okay, we got to do something here, it panicked, fight or flight kicked in, and we decided not to fight this one. We flighted on that, and I just stood there. I had to try to blend in with the wall like that Gautier video. Paint myself up so you can't even see I'm there anymore. So I go, well, we had that conversation when it happened. And I said, well, we shouldn't do that again. Then it happened again.
Is it when you know somebody and you already have some sort of rapport with them, you feel comfortable? If you're starting from scratch with somebody, is that the issue?
Starting from scratch is tough, but even more difficult is that middle ground. I think that's what it is. I do very poorly in the middle ground, where we're not starting from scratch, but a rapport hasn't truly developed. So I internally, and maybe I'm overthinking this, have not determined what the relationship is and to what degree we're friendly. And when that hasn't been calibrated, I just fall apart. Like that, and I think that because that's what happened in Atlanta. It was the wrestler Trish Stratus?
Okay, yeah.
The lady wrestler?
Yep.
She approached me. And she goes, "Hey, good to see you." I go, "Oh, good to see you too." She goes, "How's it going?" I said, "Everything's great. How about you?" She said, "Great." Done. Stared right back at her. I was like, "Oh." But, and then she is very good at social interactions, and then she starts making a joke out of it, trying to ease it, and she goes like this, "Okay, well, I guess we did it then. I guess we did it." And I was like, "Yeah." But it was just like the fact that the brakes went right on, like we were moving, the brakes came on, and I was like, I just put the brakes on that. I don't know why I did that. I didn't know what to do after that. I was really like fingers crossed. Maybe there's another person here. Maybe there's something else. But when I said, "I'm great, how are you?" and she said, "Great," and I was like, "Well, I'm not prepared to pick up this. I'm not prepared to pick this up here, and I don't know where to go with this."
Is it because she's so attractive?
It doesn't help the situation. It certainly doesn't help.
But she's in wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, I understand if it's like you don't have any common ground.
That's right.
But there's so much you could talk about.
So much.
You probably, like, if she walked in here right now, you could probably do an hour-long interview without having any notes.
We had a wrestler in here yesterday. I didn't know he was coming in. We did the interview right there. It was fine.
It was great.
Right, and I had no, like, we were getting texts like 15 minutes before, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I was, of course, sure. If he's here, come on in. I like him.
And you just can't, like, chit-chat about wrestling with her? Like, you don't have anything to say to her about
I got a ton of things to say.
So why the freeze?
I don't know. It wasn't like a deliberate. It was just like, here we go again, and I can
so
feel
you're
it
psyching yourself out,
right? And I could feel it clicking in. I go, "Oh, there he is." It's my social anxiety demon. I don't know if I got it from Cheyenne Marte like the other demons, but it clicks back in, and I go, "Ah, God damn it, it's back."
It's like, don't do it. Oh, we're here again. I'm like, yep, there he is. There he is again. Just pulling the brakes, pulling the emergency brakes, hitting the glass, on the subway, smashing the glass. Like, stop right there. I go, why'd we stop? I'm telling myself, in my brain, the little man in my brain, why'd we stop there? And he goes, I don't know. And I go, well, it's too late now. The damage is done.
Right.
She thinks you're an asshole.
You think so?
I mean, I don't, Yeah.
Right. Right. She's probably thinking, like, I don't understand. Like, she knows why I'm there. She knows who I am. She wasn't meeting me for the first time. I literally did a phone interview with her 3 days before.
You can't say to her, "Hey, thanks for
doing the show.
Hey, thanks for jumping on the."
Because then in my head I go like this. She probably doesn't even know she was talking to me because she was on the phone. I go, of course she literally addressed me by name. Of course she knew exactly who she was talking to.
Yeah, I would assume everybody in wrestling knows who you are.
To some degree.
Yeah, especially like currently.
I'm out there.
Yeah. You work for the company.
I'm outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever think about trying those like classes?
What kind of classes?
Like social classes, like where they teach you how to like.
I thought you meant clown college.
Well, I think there were a couple guys in New York a few weeks ago.
Okay, I don't want to go to that class.
Who were teaching a course on this, and they're good.
You're saying in that moment I should have picked it open and gone with it. Maybe I should have looked at her and said, you know, the two of us would never get along because I don't want to take your shit and you don't want to take mine.
I prefer to tell people that my friends and I pulled off an incredible caper. And that nothing could possibly wreck this day.
That's why I can't go to the class. Can you imagine if she was like, how are you doing? Great. How are you doing? Great. I go, you know, I'm doing great. My friends and I just pulled off an incredible caper and nothing could ruin this day. And she'd look back at me like, what?
Didn't I hear that bullshit from Mystery?
Yeah, what is this? Is this VH1 in 2002? What are you talking about? I go, honestly, I don't know. I just learned it in a class. A Blaze taught me it. Yeah, no, I don't know, because then I'll register other conversations which are perfectly like, yep, that was a great conversation. I'm having wonderful interactions with people who I haven't seen in a while. But then then that middle ground pops up where I'm like, well, we have been familiar for a lengthy period of time, but we don't know each other like that, right? So it's like, I'm like, and maybe it's because I don't like to like be phony about it,
right?
So I don't want to pretend like, hey, let's pretend we're best friends. Like I have trouble with that,
yeah,
because it's like we're not, and it makes me feel like I'm trying to convince you that we're best friends, even though you know that we're not. So I'm not going to do that.
Have you thought about trying to just be comfortable with the uncomfortable and don't let, like, when you had this weird interaction with her, did she feel that you were uncomfortable?
100%, because she was the one that started going like, well, okay, I guess we did. And she starts making jokes about the fact that the conversation just died immediately. She's great. She knew exactly what had happened.
She called it out.
She handled it with Canadian humor. You know, she called it out perfectly. I was like, I mean, thank God you turned it into something funny, because otherwise we would have, this would have been painful.
Did you feel stupid?
Like a total idiot. Yeah, like as dumb as it comes. Like, you know, like there were just rocks clinging around in my skull. Like there's just nothing of everything. I've never been more busy, and still there's just nothing to report. You know what I mean? Like there's just nothing to say. I guess I got nothing going on.
You just can't be like, what was her question to you? Who started the conversation?
She approached me.
Okay, and said,
hey, how are you? I'm great. How are you? She said, oh, everything's great. And I was like, okay.
You can't say something like, oh, I'm doing great. Although apparently with everybody in Atlanta, I forgot my assless chaps.
Oh my God, that would have been so fucking great.
And then,
oh my God, you just came up with that just now?
Yeah,
that was amazing.
But you just say something.
By the way, that would have been perfect. I forgot my Beyonce chaps. Even I could have said if I didn't want to say assless.
Or your cowboy hat. I left my cowboy hat.
I left my Cowboy Carter hat at home.
Hope she doesn't get stuck in the car up there.
Right. The Beyonce traffic.
She probably likes Beyonce, so you can start a conversation about Beyonce.
I mean, the whole reason the city's taken over because everybody knows who Beyonce is. That would have been great.
I wish you can't think of. You just can't think of something.
I wish you were there with me. So just say something about the cowboy hats. Say something about the glittery cowboy hats.
But it's just.
And you know what? She used to wear a glittery cowboy hat to the ring. There's a connection right there.
Did you bring your glittery cowboy hat?
You should have brought your cowboy hat back. You could have gone to the stadium.
And that could have been in. You'd be like,
oh my God.
Is that like one of those things where it's like when you had to like replay a conversation in your head? Why didn't I say this? I couldn't have said
I mean, that would have been perfect. That literally would. I mean, there's no way. Because then if she was like, even if she didn't get it, if she was like, what do you mean? I go, well, Beyonce's in town. And then, I mean, it's such an easy, no matter what direction to go, it's an easy pickup. And it gives, all we needed was 2 minutes there. I mean, it was going to move out of the, naturally. But 2 minutes max. But I couldn't get past 45 seconds.
And you just don't act like you're uncomfortable.
Right.
It's like you have to learn some like breathing techniques or something.
No, because you know what's comfortable for me?
Huh.
Just sitting in a room by myself. Love that.
I hear you, but if she literally walked in this room, you'd talk to her like it was nothing.
That's true.
Radio people turn into fucking weirdos. They do, and we've worked with them, and you've seen this before.
And that's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I need in my life, to turn into a weirdo.
You've turned into it's too late. You got to either reverse course or just head down the path you're going.
No, I want to reverse course. I don't want to turn into a bigger weirdo, because then, you know what's the only next thing? What's the three things for radio people? They turn into weirdos who don't know how to have conversations off the air. Then they end up being obsessed with free shit that is really valueless for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, they go crazy when it's like, hey, this is free. Of course it's free. It has no value. It's a t-shirt that's not even your size. And then they take big shits and don't flush the toilet. Yeah. I don't want to, that's not the road I want to go down. That's not how I see the rest of my life panning out. I don't want to be sitting there going like, well, of course you lay a layer of toilet paper down and take a shit on top of it.
It's called a nest.
Right. Of course that's what you do. Because that's what people do around here. Especially guys that have been in the radio business for years. I mean, Mike, you worked with veterans of the game. 10-10 wins. Am I wrong about the path that these people go on? Your dad. I'm sure there's shit nest in your house.
Well, I mean, where do you think the Montone jug comes from? The fact that this man would drive around with a fucking red container stained with urine crystals on it.
He wouldn't wash it every time?
He claims that he washed it. My sister and I beg to differ, but all I know is that if I needed a ride home from practice and I saw his car rolling up instead of my mother's, I prayed that nobody else was jumping in with me.
Because they might find the jug.
Yeah, but fucking radio people don't know how to go to the bathroom.
Right. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird. And that's the path it goes on. It feels like it goes from conversation, goes out the window, to free stuff that you don't need and is valueless, to they don't know how to go to the bathroom anymore. And
my father only interacts with his own family in sound bites.
You can't do that.
They're not even a real conversation.
Oh, you can't do that. I don't know how it happens. I hope that's not happening to me. He does, though. He talks in sound bites.
Oh, yeah.
And probably like puns that are set up to be a transition to the next bit,
and a lot of very judgmental ones that they stung when we were teenagers, but now we're able to fire back. But it's also like you're firing back at a 70-year-old man.
Sure, that thinks he's on the air 24 hours a day. Yeah. No, I can't. You're 100% right, Troy. Radio people end up being total weirdos. I can't let that happen.
I'm trying to help you out here, buddy.
What are you using?
ChatGPT.
Thank God. Does artificial intelligence have an answer here? Because clearly I don't have any natural intelligence.
I said, host Sam Roberts has a problem with making small conversations in casual situations.
I mean, did you have to make it so specific? Now AI knows this issue. Now it's in AI's brain.
You're broadcasting it over the airwaves.
I guess. It's satellite radio. It's the future.
If Sam Roberts has trouble making small talk in casual situations, here are some concrete strategies that he can use to improve and feel more comfortable.
This better not be the ablaze stuff.
Number one, ablaze. Follow prepare topics ahead of time.
I can't.
Have a mental cheat sheet of safe and universal conversation starters can be a lifesaver.
I can't do that. I can't be that person. I can't be that person who prepares for casual conversations in advance.
You should maybe have a couple things on deck.
That's so fucking weird, though, when you find out people do that. That's such a weird quality. To, in advance, go, here are my... then I'm wearing a cowboy hat, to peacock next. It's a weird thing to go, here are my... And then... can you imagine? I'm in environments where there are multiple conversations. This isn't a bar. This is maybe it's an arena full of coworkers. It's coworkers here. It's whatever. It's a party where people are interacting with each other. And they're going to go, oh, Sam's here. He had just mentioned to me this happened. And then people go like this. He said the exact same thing to me. He's just going around telling everybody he sees the same thing. I can't have that. That's crazy.
But what's worse, you look like an asshole.
Honestly, I think I'd rather have people walking around going, yeah, I guess he can do a show, but he's kind of an idiot asshole, than is he preparing a conversation that he's telling all of us? I feel better about word getting around that I'm horribly awkward than people realizing I've prepared a conversation to drop on everybody. Because you know what happens? When people prepare a conversation that they drop on everybody, it feels like you have like ulterior motives. Like, what's his game? What's his strategy? Like, that's the problem with, like, Mystery and Ablaze. It's like, these aren't genuine conversations. Everything is transactional. Everything is leading to another thing. And I don't want people...
But it works. Nicole was, like, ready to eat out of his hand.
I know she was.
She literally, like, if Mystery was, like, on the air, Nicole, do you want to come back to my hotel room after this? I think he had a chance.
I do, too. Every time he set up a potential opening, she just fell into it like it was a real conversation.
You couldn't believe it.
It happened like 15 times. I was like, why did you do that again? We just called you out the last time you did it. It was 30 seconds ago.
Oh, I forgot.
I thought it was a conversation we were having. No, but I can't do that.
Okay, well, can I give you another recommendation?
Yeah, because I'm not doing the first one.
Okay. Use the Ford technique.
Oh, this feels like how to win friends and influence people.
Look, I'm doing the best. I'm trying to help you.
I know, and you're using your best tool, artificial intelligence.
That's right. So the Ford technique is family. Do you have any siblings? Are you from around here?
What are you talking about? If I go up to Trish Stratus and be like, by the way, like, how's the family? I don't mean, do you have any brothers and sisters is what I'm asking you. She'd go, yeah. What? Yeah, I do. I go, oh, cool.
I mean, you could say, are you family?
I mean, listen, if I found out that somebody I was having a conversation with was a juggalo, that would be a wide open...
I mean, wouldn't that blow your mind if Trish was a juggalette?
Oh, my God. Then it would be no problem. I go, Trish, you and I need to sit down.
You'd still be there talking.
We would. We would. I'd say, if you had a genie, what would your 3 wishes be? And what would she say?
Last night I fucked 3 fat bitches.
That's right. I go, oh, my God. I can't believe this connection we've made.
Okay, occupation. You already know that.
I do.
What do you do for work?
I do.
You know?
I know that, but that's a problem. See, this is the problem. We're past the open, but we're not familiar enough to go in depth. And there's a middle ground here that I don't know how to operate in the middle ground. If it's like we have a shorthand, we have a history, we have, we communicate on a regular basis, easy. If it's just we're total strangers, easy. If it's, no, we know each other, but we don't know each other like that, impossible. You see what I'm saying?
I do. Can I give you another recommendation?
Yeah.
Ask open-ended questions. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend?
Oh, that would be so weird if I did that. If I was like, hey, it's cool that we're here. By the way, this is what you're doing this weekend. What's your favorite way to spend a weekend? She'd be like, what are you doing right now?
I mean, at least you're saying something.
I know, but then word would get around that I was trying to hit on Trish Stratus.
No, but you know how to be a cool guy.
That's not cool. To be like, how do you spend, what's your ideal way to spend a weekend? Because then it sounds like I'm trying to plan it.
Okay, here we go. What's the best thing you've seen /read /listened to recently? Maybe ask her what her favorite pod is.
But I don't like other podcasts.
But you're just saying something so you don't look like an asshole.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, you don't really... maybe she'll be like, oh, I like, Hawktua, and then you could go into...
Oh, yeah. She did a crypto scam.
Yeah, then it opens it up.
But isn't it weird for the guy who hosts a podcast to be like, what's your favorite podcast?
Isn't it weird that a guy that talks for a living can't talk?
Yeah, that is weird. Yes, to answer your question, that's a weird dichotomy. But like, it almost, if I say that, have you heard any good pods lately? It sounds like I'm fishing. You know what I mean? Like, if you say anything other than, yeah, like, if she's either got to say mine or make some joke about how it's not mine, but it still feels self-serving. And so I can't do that.
Okay, what about use humor lightly?
Like what? I couldn't think of any jokes.
As a host, Sam likely has a natural sense of timing and wit, which you do.
In some instances, it goes out the window.
Okay, a gentle joke or self-deprecating comment can ease tension. But it should be in the moment, not forced. Like, if you go like, hey.
If she's like, hey, how's it going? And I was like, well, I'm still bald, so not great.
Or you could be like...
Would that be good? Malcolm, you like that one? Would that be a good open?
I think that's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's pretty good. That'll get me.
Thank you.
Or you could be like, hey, how's it going? Did you notice I'm still bald?
Yeah. Yeah, did you notice I'm still bald? Not great, Trish.
Okay. But see, that would have worked.
You'd like that.
Well, you don't think she would have thought that was funny? It would have been so random, and it's like, why is he talking about being bald?
It is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be my go-to.
Yeah.
Hey, man, how are you? It's been a while. Oh, I'm good. I mean, I'm bald, but I'm good.
Exactly.
And then she go, oh, yeah, because she's known me for a while. I remember when you had hair. Right? Oh, yeah, I remember you had that big hair. I'm like, yep, that's gone now.
Gone.
Right. Maybe that's my new open. Still bald, but otherwise good.
Hanging loose.
That's right.
Be comfortable with pauses. Not every silence needs to be filled. Small talk isn't about constant chatter.
Oh.
It's about showing interest in being open. Short pauses are natural and give space to reflect.
But I'm good at pauses. I'm good at, like, because she'll go like, how's it going? I go, good. How about you? She goes, good. And then I pause and just look. But that's not a good place for a pause.
The pause looked uncomfortable. And
That's
you
right.
made her uncomfortable with you being uncomfortable.
So you think I should have just stared right in her eyes and I was like, anything else?
No, you could be like, oh, everything's good. Oh.
That's very casual.
You
how
feel like
did that.
relaxed.
Oh, yeah. That's very engaging how you did that.
Yeah, she would have been like, okay, this is funny.
Oh, how good and relaxing is this?
I'm chill and I'm bald.
Yeah, and I'm bald. And she goes, you're good. I go, yeah, I mean, bald, but good.
See?
Yeah.
And then she would have, even if it was over, it's like she had a chuckle.
The bald thing could be a very charming thing.
That's your ace in the...
That is my ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my ace in the hole. How are you doing? If I know, because I know when how are you doing pops up, I know if I'm in trouble or not. It starts in the gut.
Yeah.
And then goes to the brain. Yeah. I'm feeling the gut by how you doing. So if I get that feeling in the gut, I go, I'm going to go for the bald thing. It's going to be I'm going to tell you, the first time I use that bald line, it's going to be like a wild feeling. So I'm going to go, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not.
But what do you have to lose?
That's true. The reputation of being an idiot.
Well, you walked away from there looking like a real fucking idiot.
You think so?
From what you're describing?
I think I'm describing it pretty accurately.
I mean, look how pretty she is.
I know. I know.
I mean, you just... I'm just embarrassed for you.
You are? Yeah. Mike, you turn off Troy's mic, I think.
That's all right. I'll come over to this microphone. That's all right.
Yeah, I mean... Hot Dog says, I'm regressing as a human. That's what Hot Dog says.
No, you're turning into every other radio personality that we've ever worked with.
Hot Dog's advice is next time when somebody says what's new, trauma dump on them.
That's funny.
It's a funny thing to do. Like, way too much, way too deep.
Well, the dog shit on the floor before I left. And...
Yeah, the dog shit on the floor before I left, and I got mad at the dog, but I felt like I was too mad at the dog, and it made me think, like, am I mad at this dog, or is there something else that I'm mad at? Have you ever experienced that?
See? Turn it around.
Right. Maybe that should be my thing, too, like bringing, like, from the very tip of this very casual, how are you doing conversation, bring it in way too deep. You know what I mean? Like, bring it, like, now we're talking about what's really going on.
Yeah, like, the wife's nagging me again.
But
I wasn't out there. I didn't mow the lawn before I left.
Yeah, apparently the lawn needs to be mowed. What a bitch, huh?
Trying to put food on the table.
Yeah, that comes across a little toxic, I think. I think the dog thing might work a little better.
Okay.
Well,
that's something you just got to kind of feel out in the moment.
That's true, too. And maybe, like, if I look at a guy... Maybe if it's a man I'm talking to and he's got, like, anger in the back of his eyes, maybe that is something that he wants to hear.
Because he'll relate.
He'll go like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my ball and chain. He's actually a real bitch, too.
I don't know if I want to be in those conversations.
Okay, fair enough.
But, every bit of advice helps, No,
you're just literally turning... we have been in a studio with hosts.
Yeah.
And we've had a normal conversation... And you walk out of those doors and they just become a different person. Where you're like, I don't even, like, are you a human? How are you not, like, what's happening?
Listen to this. Hard Rock Johnny says that he's glad we're talking about this because when he saw the 3 or the 4 of us, however it was, after the show that one day, he says, I thought Sam just didn't like me. I guess I was awkward then, too.
Yeah, you're starting to get strange, dude.
Well, I do a lot of talking.
I know you do.
I don't want to talk all the time.
But you just got to learn how to be in these awkward situations. Like, You know, like, you don't want Hard Rock Johnny walking away and be like, Sam's a fucking prick.
I know, because I like Hard Rock Johnny.
I know.
He's a great dude.
So the last thing you want is to him to think you're an asshole.
That's the last thing I need in
and
this
that's
life.
what you're doing.
Really?
He just said it.
You're right. You're 100% right. You're dead on. Let's go to Tim in New York. By the way, 866-969-1969 is the phone number. 866-969-1969. What's up, Tim?
Always wanted to go on vacation too.
Tim, you're breaking up a little bit. Are you on speaker or something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me get on.
Yeah. Talk to me. Let's get intimate here. Put that phone right up to your ear. Let's feel each other out here.
That's what my wife says.
That's right.
All right. Is there a place you've always wanted to go on vacation to?
No, I don't even like vacations.
Okay.
No.
All right. So then you ask somebody, where's the best place you've ever been on vacation? Let them talk about themselves. Then
That's
you
the
don't
move.
have to think about it.
That's the move.
And you're grabbing information.
Oh, Tim, now you're speaking my language. That's the move. Use some of these interview skill sets. Tim, that's a very smart thing. That's probably a sales technique, too. Just get them to talk about themselves.
Yeah.
That's the move.
I mean, it's crazy that you can't get her to talk about herself.
I'm sure I could.
Of course you could.
I'm sure I could. I got to come up. Here's what I got to do. As soon as somebody walks in the room, I got to come up with I'm doing well, by the way, and ask them a question coming right off of it. Don't say anything about what I'm doing. Just ask them about themselves. Because most people, not me, but most people, if you just get them talking about themselves, what they're going to come off of that conversation going, that was a great conversation. Yeah. People love talking about themselves.
Love it.
But I put too much of myself on other people. I don't like talking about myself.
Then let her talk about herself.
I know, but because I go, well, I think this way, so they probably think this way, but that's never the case. Never the case.
It blows my mind. There's so much you could talk to this person about.
I know. If she came in right now, we could do the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Easily.
3 hours. You could
Easily.
If I was like, Sam, you have to do a 3-hour interview.
Have to or get to. That's what I would say to you.
Exactly.
Easy. What a show. And I go, what a show it's going to be.
I mean, I'm just looking at all the, like, she has a husband.
Right.
Talk about anything married life.
She does yoga.
Yoga. Was she at WrestleMania?
Yeah, she was.
Okay.
I was there too. I could ask her about her kids. That's the move.
Oh, but that's evergreen, bro.
And nobody asked her about her kids, I'll bet, because they're kind of like, kicking it.
Right.
But I'm like, nah, dog. How are your kids doing?
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, good to see you. How's your kids?
How's the family?
How's the family?
How's the family is an easy one. Everybody loves talking about their kids.
Of course.
To the point where it's a thing. Like, people don't like it when people talk about their kids because people like talking about their kids so much.
And she'll pull out her phone and start showing pictures. Then you can pull out your phone and start showing pictures of your kids.
Right. But she's going to be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left. You know what I mean? That's the move. That's the move. How's the family?
How's the fam?
Yeah. Are the kids here?
Oh, did you bring the kids with you? No, they're at home.
Imagine this. Are the kids here? No, they're at home. Oh, they don't like Beyonce? Boom. We don't even have to Beyonce.
So you can either talk about kids or you could talk about Beyonce.
Right. Now we set a fork in the road. Yeah. Now the fork in the road is here.
And you're set.
If I could just get like 4 or 5 days before any conversation.
Like if I have to talk to this person, right, this person, this person.
To kind of hash this thing out, I'd be gold. Okay. All right. I think we've
covered some ground here.
I think we've done some work here.
Yeah.
That's the move. By the end of the year, I'm gonna have cracked the code on this. I'm gonna give myself to the end of this calendar year, not a year from now. We're down after 2025. We can't do this anymore because you're right. I'll spiral. I'll go down the road and just become a big weirdo. That's the last thing I want.
You're right there, bro. Like
are you saying I'm on the precipice?
You could easily turn into a weirdo.
No, I don't want that.
No, you want to be a cool dude.
I want to be a cool dude. It's all I've ever wanted to be, is a cool dude.
You want people to see, like, oh, Sam, yeah, he's cool.
That's a cool dude.
Not like that's a guy's a fucking weirdo.
He's a weirdo. He's a bald weirdo. And you know what makes him such a bald weirdo? He never even brings up the fact that he's bald, but we all see it. We all see it. He should say something about that because it's weird. Yeah.
All right.
No, I think you're probably right.
I think we got some.
We will be right back with Sam Roberts Show.